What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live to the DST show, and we're going to be going over some basketball. Of course, we got the New York Knicks at home facing off against the Milwaukee Bucks. They're the third best team in the Eastern Conference, with a whopping 25 wins with 14 losses, facing off against the Knicks that were bitten in the slope in the early half of the December, getting in a 5-game losing streak, especially with their notable loss against the Philadelphia 76ers on the Christmas lineup. But they've fallen up and they've won, 3 straight games since then. I'm going to put over a bit of a visit for anybody that's willing to come over so we can get some other perspectives on. And then later on, we're going to do later on this week, because wildcard weekend is literally this week and I'll be available around Sunday. We will be going over our playoff predictions with no bias aside, because everybody on this channel knows who my favorite team is. So we're going to see who it is that's going to make it over the wild card and who's presented to probably make it to the second round and possibly furthermore into the playoffs the more time goes on, because every team's going to be completely different from how they performed around the Eastern Conference. Around the regular season performance to how they're going to be. So right now, they're going over a bit of a recap. Knicks game against the Hornets, it seems to be going over Mitchell Robinson and his rebounding. So this is a major threat, of course, the big man that, has been in health decline when it comes to him staying consistently healthy. He's still a young big. He's got 1.8 blocks per game, 5th most in the NBA. Still with 10 plus rebounds, playing starting minutes. Mitch Rob is obviously a starting level big that, primordial rim protector and rebounder, but they don't have much depth when it comes to the defensive side of the ball whenever the Knicks want to stay consistent, even though Thibodeau runs a solely defensive unit when it comes to the Knicks. And let me try to refresh this, guys, because they're still recapping it, even though we're supposed to start at 7:30. And if I check right now, certain games already started. Oh, no, only the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Washington Wizards have started. Even though it's already 7:30, 7:34, 4 minutes have passed, dude. I could have just picked up a drink of water or something, man, because I know I call it how it is, and I nearly lose my breath, even doing wrestling commentary. And the Chicago Bulls versus the Boston Celtics. And the Bulls are the 10th best team in the Eastern Conference. What's going on? They've lost a lot of decent players. Levine, you'll get a show-out performance from him and DeRozan, but their defense, Vucevic, they wasted money on him. And, of course, Lonzo Ball is still recovering over his surgery. His 7th surgery? Poor guy can't stay healthy. And 30 minutes later, we're going to have San Antonio Spurs against the Memphis Grizzlies, and, of course, the big Western Conference showdown involving the Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Lakers at 9 p.m. So we got some decent most of these are locally broadcasted. We won't have a big game for television unless it's going to be the Thunder and Miami Heat next week, tomorrow at 7:30. And the Portland Trailblazers versus Orlando Magic. Jesus Christ, guys, these are not exciting games at all. Still Milwaukee, still the most hyped over team, still can be consistent contenders, but bro, they came over they let the Charlotte Hornets run over them a couple nights ago. By 40 and held Giannis Antetokounmpo 9 points before they sat him out for the rest of the game. And we had to rely on Bobby Portis chucking over the ball. And we're having the symphony for the national anthem. I have never seen a symphony with a violin for a national anthem before, because it's either that or Fergie. Our flag was still there. We have a Canadian guy from the national anthem doing the American national anthem. That would make me cry, guys. Hartenstein, I don't know if he's trying to feel like he's supposed to laugh or supposed to be singing. And these guys are feeling themselves. If you want to watch the New York Knicks, if you're in the New York area, you can watch it on the MSG network. Of course, for Nets and Yankees, you have to watch it on Channel Yes. Oh, and as well as New York Mets. I think this is the Knicks and Bucks. I swear it's been a while since the Knicks faced the Bucks. I think since October and November. And here's the roll call for Grayson Allen, Drew Holiday, Brooke Lopez, Nets All-Star, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, Pat Connaughton. Grayson Allen, he has a notability for getting people hurt. I don't know why. That's just his thing. Mike Budenholzer looks like a film director. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if they air. I don't know if Yes airs both. They probably do Islanders because they're not in MSG. Islanders used to play in the Barclays Center, but a lot of relocation issues with them. They used to play in Nassau Coliseum, not that far from where I'm around. Now they play in the MSG Arena. I'm not MSG Arena. MBIL or whatever it is. They're showing out Jalen Brunson's amazing performance he had against Toronto and how he's made the Knicks into a fringe play-in contender to a real playoff unit. 29 points per game over his last 3 games with a 50% three-point percentage with 6.7 assists. Brunson's being a show-out player, probably the worst decision the Dallas Mavericks had getting rid of him. I'm not going to lie. And they just did the lineup. Fournier, I hope we trade Evan Fournier. I feel like he's never a reason why the Knicks ever win games. Thanks, Quentin Grimes is even better and a better shooter and can space the floor a lot better. Jalen Brunson. Okay, they're doing the lineup for the Knicks now. Emmanuel Quickley's in the starting lineup for today at the 2 guard. At the 5 is Mitchell Robinson. And at the 4 spot, they're putting Quentin Grimes. And Julius Randle. He's playing over an all-star. He's playing over an all-star performance. I don't know why he's getting so undermined by most of the popularity votings. Thanks, Knicks is also a big market still. Even though they're mid, they're still a big market. You don't lie to me and try to say that the Knicks aren't still a big market. People still put them over in the headline, even if they lose 10 straight just because it's the Knicks. And Jalen Brunson are playing a dynamic duo level of basketball, and yet I'm seeing Derrick Rose in fan votes all because he was good 10 years ago. And I don't want to be rude. It's just, I love Derrick Rose too. He's just a one-hit wonder with his health always being the reason it's like what ifs are just big for them. It's weird. I don't get the fan base. If that was the case, 40-year-old Vince Carter would have been in the last 5 years ago. He could have been in several All-Star votes. freaking weirdos, man. They can't get used to that type of fan base. And also, I already put the voting down. If anybody wants to predict who would win this game, shout out to the love you guys had for the Nia Jax video and the Shannon Sharp video. Emmanuel quickly, this is his 7th start this season, so watch out for him. He's one of the best shooters I've seen out of the Knicks for a while. And currently, we got a 50-50 right now. One person voted Knicks, another person voted Milwaukee Bucks. It's a bit of a split decision. So hopefully, the Knicks can make this somewhat competitive, because every time the Knicks meet the Milwaukee Bucks, it gets a bit, and then it seems like Milwaukee already opened with 3 points. So I guess the broadcast that I'm on is a bit well, okay. Milwaukee Bucks already started with an open 3. Brunson off the handoff, floater, drive, and a foul by Drew Holiday. Oh, they called it on Brook Lopez. I thought that was Holiday off his hand. That's the last guy who guarded him. Interesting. If anybody got something to type on the chat, I'll shout it out, and of course, I'll acknowledge it. If you guys want to come in and speak to me while I'm calling you play-by-play, the link is down the chat room. If anybody's not familiar with StreamYard, one foul shot made by Jalen Brunson, and it's good. Antetokounmpo, he's not wearing his new shoes. What, the Freak Force? Does he not like it? Handoff pass over from the chest pass from Holiday, trying to swing the ball. Grayson Allen was trying to give to Brook Lopez. Instant turnover back to the Bucks. Floater. And Julius Randle with great defense. It's a missed shot over a block. Randle. Over to Quentin Grimes. Handoff pass across from mid-corner to Jalen Brunson. High screen over by Mitchell Robinson. Second screen over Mitchell Robinson. Over Grayson Allen. Missed three-pointer. Still 3-2. Milwaukee leads by a point. No look. Side pass to the corner. Trying to give to Brook Lopez. It's a miss. Handoff to Emmanuel quickly. Back over to Brunson from the mid-corner. Top of the key. Finds Randle for 3. No good. Rebounded by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Please do not let him go coast to coast. I'm really begging you. Over to Pat Connaughton. Corner 3. It's missed. That's 2 straight corner misses, man. Like, Lopez missed one. Can I not? I know it takes a while for them to find their shot. It's not like they've been training for years. I'm kidding, man. If these guys are like in their element and they're loose, man, it's like another missed fadeaway jumper from the post from Brunson. Don't even know why he's doing that. Give that to like Randle. He gets fouls off that. Screen over the pick and roll from Holiday from Lopez. And the top of the key tray from Giannis Antetokounmpo to push this 6-2. I can't believe the best back-to-back game like in the NFL was literally like the Colts and Texans last night, man. Mitchell Robinson gets that swatter from Giannis over the post, guarded by Brook Lopez. Ran and Drew Holiday with a pull-up jumper from top of the key. Missed. Giannis grabs the rebound over Julius Randle and up and under attempt. Gets fouled. He'll get on the line. Trying to go acrobatic, already the contact and foul. He'll still get points up. I need to check the MSG network because I'm using a secondary streaming site called it's on Fubo. I don't think I have Fubo. One foul shot made by Giannis to push this into one. He has an extra one. Oh, hell no. Giannis with that ugly ass foul shot. You got to be kidding me. I know he's lanky. Those limbs do protrude in your shot a tiny bit, but it's like, come on, man. There's like that Victor Wembanyama kid, and I bet he doesn't have an issue with foul shots. Quick inbound over from Connaughton finds Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hands off from behind to Jrue Holiday. Corner shot finds Lopez. It's an air ball. Jesus. Rebounded by Jalen Brunson. Taking that over for a breakaway. Finds Quentin Grimes for the mid-corner three. Couldn't shoot that from the wing. Tipped and rebounded by Giannis Antetokounmpo. 0 for 3 to start from behind the arc for the Knicks. Quick pick and roll from Grayson Allen to Connaughton. Finds Holiday from the corner for 3. And that's going to push it 10-2 to start. What the hell, guys? Mitch Robb. Chest pass over to Randall. Over to Brunson. Back to Randall. And he just pulls up, trying to do the pull-up jumper as soon as he's contested. Randall, stop thinking that you're Paul George. Is that your thing here? It's like when you're good, you're very good. But when you like think that you can play out of your position, it is dumb. I'm sick of this positionless basketball crap sometimes, man. Here comes Randall up the post, stuck with Connaughton, up the post, fade away. Mitchell Robinson still can't grab the rebound. Ball's loose and it falls out of bounds. Damn. They only made like 1 2-pointer. Brunson, overhead rebounds. Robinson with the handoff behind the door pass. Shoves off Holiday. And the foul. And one from the jumper from the foul line. It's good for Jalen Brunson. That's technically going to be an extra point play. What a play by Brunson. Pump fakes off the jumper. Nick's always been good at doing that. They'll follow through with the contact from the mid-range. What a play, Brunson. And it's good. 3-point play for him from mid-range. And Jrue Holiday with the inbound. Currently, the Milwaukee Bucks do lead by 5. Antetokounmpo posted up with Julius Randle. High screen. Stuck with Quentin Grimes. Ball is stripped, and they'll call a reach-in foul? As soon as Quentin Grimes was coming with the steal, a 3-second violation by the Knicks. And the head coach isn't having it. And here it is. And I have an issue with it. And I know NBA players have to wear something comfortable. Is Grayson Allen wearing those like $70 kicks I see on like Models or something? High screen pick. Lopez from Holiday. Pick. Hands it off to Lopez. From top of the key. Finds Grayson Allen from the corner. 3 missed. Rebounded by Quentin Grimes. Here comes Jalen Brunson. Oh, and a bit of foul by Julius Randle. The foul trouble is real. That's a second personal in just the first quarter. Get your bitch ass out of here. Look at that. Trying to reach over the blow-by, and Julius Randle already. No, that's Jrue Holiday. And Bobby Portis is getting rotated in while both Brook Lopez and Jrue Holiday is benched. Emmanuel quickly pulls up, sidesteps his way for the 3-pointer from top of the key. It's missed. Rebounded by Pat Connaughton. Finds Giannis Antetokounmpo. Quick fake. No look pass. Javon Carter from mid-corner. Misses. He dropped like 34, I think, last time when they played the Knicks. So the backup, the 6-man, Randall, no defense on him. Missed the 3-pointer from mid-corners. 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Giannis trying to push with it. Trying to Euro step, but it's Quentin Grimes grabs the steal. Jrue Holiday, 3-on-1 for the score by Emmanuel quickly. That's going to push it 7-11. A slow start over the first quarter for the Knicks has now pushed us into a 4-point deficit here in the first quarter. 6:30 remaining. Javon Carter off the screen finds white person number 63, Joe Ingles, and that's going to be a missed corner three. They have been having an issue with that. Oh. Holiday, please do not size. Oh, Jesus, please go in. Oh, my God, Randall. That's like 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Oh, that should be a carry for Giannis. Chest pass to Connaughton. Finds Bobby Portis. Trader. Floater. From the baseline. It's good. Jalen Brunson off the inbound. Finds back to Randall. Pass to Mitchell Robinson. Hands out the pass. Sets the high screen. Backs. Oh, step back. Three-pointer attempt. Grayson Allen huddle. I thought that was... Well, timeout as soon as Grayson Allen tries to recover back the ball after the missed shot. And now we're going to get a timeout called with only 5:46 remaining here in the first quarter. I'm sorry, Makusa. Mama say, Mama say, I'm a Makusa. Mama say, I'm a Makusa. Mama say, I'm a Makusa. I swear, these fans are just... Well, the Julius Randle, he needs to push his way into the paint a lot more. If they're still willing to rotate him back in. Because they need the most energy before Milwaukee runs with it and they finally get their shots together. Is this man's ammo in a book bag? Are you kidding me? To the 2023 All-Star Game, get your votes. Primarily for the Knicks, but get your All-Star votes in, kids. And if you say Jalen Brunson, are you stupid? I'm joking. I mean, no, RJ Barrett. I'm kidding. I have nothing against RJ Barrett. But I don't remember the last time RJ Barrett played, and when he does play, he's not bad at all. 44-point game he had 2 weeks ago against the Chicago Bulls in their third meeting. So I bet if Mitchell Robinson still recapping his impact, even though he barely grabbed the rebound, so why not just stick on the dick riding for Brunson and Randall? Or Quentin Grimes, he's been shooting an impressive percentage. Since December, they went 12-5, losing 5 straight since then, but they went to an 8-game winning streak, plus their short winning streak they have right now, winning 4 straight games. Randall off the inbound and still misses when there was barely one defender, but the ball stripped over the double team off Grayson Allen, finding Jalen Brunson. Randall's open to the corner. Please do not let him shoot that. Oh my God, that's why he misses again. 0 for 7 is Randall himself, and dude, the Knicks haven't went 0 for 7. Another loose ball over the strip over former Knick Bobby Portis, takes it coast to coast, misses that, but puts back for, that's Randall's first point. My man, you need to stop chucking the ball. Oh, and a travel call on Brook Lopez posted up with Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, you were stepping. You weren't crip stepping. Whatever stepping you were doing. I can't tell. But Mitchell Robinson, and there's Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, we haven't seen him in a couple games, man. It's been since December 7th of last year. And Isaiah Hartenstein, however, the high screen three-pointer from Jalen Brunson. Inbound by Javon Carter finds Bobby Portis from the top of the key. High on the arc, Grayson Allen drives by with it. Contested over Emmanuel quickly, and it's a missed layup. Randall gives to Hartenstein. Hands back over to Randall, where of course he's going to goddamn shoot and miss the shot, man. You're over. Please, coach, you need a different approach. Bars. Portis, behind the back, loses the ball trying to do something extra with it. You're not that type of white boy, Grayson. Relax. There's only one white chocolate. Lopez contests himself, pump fakes, over the contact. Ball rolls around the rim, bumps from the back of the rim, and it's going to be a miss off Brook Lopez from a floater attempt. High screen over the dribble for Brunson. Bounces off, uses a bit of physicality on Carter, and it's going to be a shot from the mid-range. And timeout call by Milwaukee. The Knicks are closing out the deficit real quick. Like, Brunson has went already 0 for 4 off the first, 2 minutes. Like, he went, straight quick inbound for a three, then a strip ball over the double team with him and Brunson. Misses over from the wing. Just stop shooting. Just stop. I'm not trying to. I hate being a nitpicker here. I really do. But when you keep missing, maybe it's time to try a different approach. Because currently the Knicks are doing pretty well. Brunson's already leading in points. And yet they keep doing this crap that's out of their element. Statistically speaking, the Knicks are shooting in a worse percentage, but at least they're coming back. But look how they are. 8.3% from behind the arc is not the best way to go. Of 1 for 12 from behind the arc, and guess who missed most of those shots from behind the arc? Randall. And the only one that made a shot was Brunson from 3. And he only came over 3 points because of that foul. No, he came only with 2 off a putback layup. And Brunson's already in the first quarter with 10 points. Randall's only played 8 from 2. Oh, getting some, I guess, New York Yankees advertising. If you want some dumbass Knicks merch that I bet only 90% of the fans just want the stupid hat in a shirt, because getting a jersey is $125. And to be honest, all I would buy if it was merchandise is possibly, I already got an NFL jersey, probably a Yankees shirt, Knicks one. You can't get a player that's gonna not last long. I feel bad for the fan. If there was a Raptors fan with a Kawhi Leonard jersey and they did not win the championship, why do they still have it? High screen over Ingles. Hands over to Brunson, coming off a handoff pass. Brook Lopez is approaching with a high screen over Quentin Grimes. Contested 2-pointer rebound. Putback slammed by Brook Lopez. Pushed it at 15-14 with only 3:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Brunson matched up over with Quickly. High screen by Hartenstein. He'll do the pull-up jumper from the mid-corner, knocks it down. Two for three from behind the arc? Now that's 17-15. The Knicks lead by 2. Lopez, pump fakes, small on big. Grimes stuck with Ingles. Overhead pass, stuck with the guard. That's a lot of contact. And 1. Lopez now on the line. That's going to match it 17 apiece. And he'll get the extra point off the contact of Ingles. The switch did not work. I didn't even know what Hartenstein was doing off the perimeter for. And Lopez just ate off that. And that's a missed extra point, but still a tied game. Currently 7 points for him. High screen off Hartenstein coming from the logo. Pulls up with the jumper for 2. It's good. And Brunson's already with 5 more points, and that will push him to 15 in the first quarter. My God, this guy's killing it. But high screen over Ingles, limitless range off the former Utah Jazz 3-and-D player. Quickly, in a timeout called by the Knicks, with only 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter, 19-20, and the Bucks are back in it. Bro, I better get free stuff. There's RJ Barrett trying to wear some Negro MJF merch. And Obi Toppin, I haven't seen him much. Seen him doing much. Why are you wearing Luka Doncic's shoe, Obi? Did you not see what happened when Luka played us? Did you not see what Luka did? Luka literally made history playing against us. You come around wearing your shoe, bro. I don't care if they're comfy. I don't care if they fit well. I don't care if they're your favorite shoe ever. You're changing them. Coach Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau currently with the most 100 wins in franchise history with 100. Near Woodson. D'Antoni. Pat Riley with 223. Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy. Holzman with the most wins is New York Knicks head coach with 113. 613. Quentin Grimes, Obi Toppin, Isaiah Hartenstein, Emmanuel Quickly, and Jalen Brunson is not the only man from the starting 5 that's still there. Oh, and Quentin Grimes, my fault. And the foul, gets a contact off the mid-range from Giannis. And he'll get on the line again. And Cam Reddish is now coming in. I'm not going to lie, man. It's 16 points in the first quarter. It's great. 5 of 7. Brunson's 2 for 3 from behind the arc. He's playing well. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is back on the lineup. Wasn't he just in? Wasn't he just checked in? And Lopez. You know who else is picking up the slacks? My mom, because she cleaned my room. 20 apiece off a made shot from Julius Randle, and here he is speaking to Brunson. Looking like Kyler Murray. The Arizona Cardinals really disappointed, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people possibly had them coming back with most of the talent, especially getting the Panthers' best receiver out of Robbie Anderson, and he didn't do anything. Inbound Portis to Giannis, and the ball is still rolling out, and he'll pick it up. 1 point deficit. Portis trying to pull up. Hartenstein matched up with him. Fadeaway jumper for 2. Tip in, trying to get the putback score. No, that's not Giannis. Who's number 0? High screen off Hartenstein. And defensive 3-second violation. Giannis was still posted up with his like deer in the headlights for him. Mejan Bitchamp. What? He oh wow, born in 2000. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry, man. He is literally like a year younger than me. That's crazy. High over to the screen. Randall still matched up. Actually, finally using his goddamn size. Fadeaway 2 missed over onto Tecumpo, but finally, you're playing like a big. Do it. Hey, when I'm in the gym, I like shooting too, Julius. We're all in the same boat. It's always satisfying hitting a jump shot, but it's also satisfying dominating the defender and making sure you overpower him for a score. Oh, what was that? Batcham. And a second travel call on the Milwaukee Bucks since Brook Lopez. And now it's turned over. The Knicks already lead by 2 with under 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Inbounded from Cam Reddish. Oh, no, Kyle McBride. I thought that was Reddish. Grimes finds Brunson again. High screen, pull-up jumper. And that's a 4th miss. That's going to be the 4th shot attempt from Brunson, but it's 3rd miss. Oh. Butchum misses from mid-corner, and Randall's like pulling up with it. Don't even know why. High screen over the pass. And finds McBride. Rebounded Hartenstein. Grimes grabs it back from half court. High screen from Hartenstein. Fade away. Oh, it looks like we got a guest, guys. I apologize. And, yo, what's going on, YTC?
My leg? Yeah, what's up?
Not much, man. Colin, I play for the Knicks game.
Oh, yeah, the Knicks, yeah. Fucking NBA young boys not playing tonight.
Oh yeah, but Obi Toppin's back on the lineup. We haven't seen him since December.
Yeah.
Please make the shot. Oh, God. Randall, like...
Yeah, Randall thinks he's a number... Hey, listen, Randall thinks he's a... He played like a number 1, but this motherfucker has the talent of a number 2.
He knows he's number 2 now. He knows you're the pick and roll. If you're the one setting the pick, you're the number 2. I apologize. You're the number 2. Get used to it. Brunson's better.
Randall, you're not the number 1. I'm sorry. We need the Knicks to number 1.
There's nothing to apologize to, YTC. There's nothing to apologize. Have you seen... they started off 1 for 12. Brunson was the only one to make a shot early in the first quarter. You know,
especially against teams like the Bucks, and you expect to beat this team in the
you know who missed most of them?
Oh, Randall.
He shot it 0 for 7. He was literally the majority of 3-point shooting for the Knicks.
Oh my God! Yeah, he shot all those threes that one game against the Raptors, and now he can't shoot a single thing.
My man is 1 for 12. Brunson literally is the majority of points for the Knicks right now.
I guess Randall overwasted his threes over with the fucking Raptors.
Hartenstein, why would we trust Hartenstein with the last shot?
Why are you trusting Hartenstein to shoot threes?
I don't know. It's 22 apiece now.
Since when does Hartenstein think he could shoot threes?
I don't know. They're putting even McBride on for minutes.
Damn. It's that bad they put McBride out. That's how, it's bad. And also, Grimes has been missing a lot of shots, too, so...
Oh, yeah, Grimes, he missed one from the wing, another corner 3.
That's why they fucked up your 2K shot meter, Grimes, and you expect
Yeah, Grimes, come on, keep that up. I know you're a good shooter. You got to keep it up. Who the hell's Catherine Washington?
All right, let's go Bucks. No, I'm playing with the Bucks on mine right now.
Oh, I thought that was Toppin's mom.
Huh?
Oh, wow, 40 years a Knicks fan. I apologize for the depression.
40 years? Dang, 40
years.
Depression.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
depression.
That's the trenches.
What did Isaiah Thomas do to that woman? Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm playing the Bucks right now. I'm playing the Grizzlies. I see.
I
Online.
don't even know. MSG, whatever secondary channel is this, they're airing Flyers and Buffalo Sabres.
All right, Drew Holiday, Bobby Black Squidward, John Ingles.
I actually wanted to predict the game between the
All
Knicks and
right,
Bucks on
George
2K.
Hill, Giant Station Nawara.
Ew, wait, you got George Hill?
No, I'm looking up for their lineup, the Bucks. I see John Ingles, aka the lead singer from Coldplay, Black Squidward.
Oh, Dick Barnett. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You think you get the reference, you know what I mean?
Thank you for Dick Barnett. Oh, shit, he looks like a mummy.
But yeah, I said fucking, yeah. The Ingles do look like the lead singer from Coldplay. And,
well,
Drew
thank
Holiday,
you for Dick Barnett for being any source of relevance for the Knicks. 2-time NBA champion. That is such a damn shame. Well, how many? Well, this is a big franchise too. So how many championships we got? No, that's it. Wait, what? Yep, that's it. I mean, the Celtics won one back in 2008, but the Lakers won one like 2 years.
All right, give me the buckets for Lopez.
Oh God.
First opening points.
Well, we're back here in the second quarter of play here, and now Evan Fournier is in the lineup. Hands over to Quickly from top of the key. Finds Julius Randle. Fakes the handoff to Fournier. Stuck with Joe Ingles. I forgot that David Hand. I thought he was still on Utah. Sizes up. He thought he was Damian Lillard. Mid-corner miss from Evan Fournier. Pull-up jumper from Julius Randle from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Up and under the rim score.
That does a Kumpo.
From Pat Connaughton.
When people see try to beat me.
Onto Giannis Antetokounmpo for the ancestors.
Yep. From the voodoo spirits and the Greek ancestors, whatever.
Guys, they're not gonna make a heart-shaped herb so you can play like Giannis in the Black Panther. That would be awesome. Tied game, 24 apiece now. 11 minutes remaining. Here comes Drew Holiday over the screen from Giannis. Hands it over to Giannis. Loses the ball. Mitchell Robinson won't be called over for the foul. Wait, the foul's over Randall? That makes no sense. I mean, yeah, he coming for the reach.
Mm-hmm.
Quick inbound by Joe Ingles, so it's a reach-in foul. Picked over from Giannis, stuck up the post with Mitchell Robinson. Gives to Ingles. Stuck up in the wing with Drew Holiday. Sizes up for a shot, and Batjam comes with the putback slam. What a play. 26-24. Only 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
46-24. Oh my god.
No, 26-24. My fault, guys. 26.
I'm about to say this. That's the actual score.
Oh no.
What's the score?
The points are on the screen, YTC. The points are on the screens.
Oh, hang on. No, because I'm on a second tab right now. So what is it?
Okay.
I'm on a second tab right now. I'm exporting for the playoffs right now. I'm doing the graphics. It's taking forever to export, so that's why.
I am gonna make my own predictions later this week, probably around tomorrow or Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. No, but for sure, I'm doing I'm doing the graphics right now for all the games I'm hosting.
Those GT cut like sneakers, I heard go for $500 because I heard they're very good for basketball. Even though they made a second one, so what's good?
Let's go Giannis.
I heard the ones RJ Barrett wear are also good. But I never bought a Puma sneaker before.
Playing with the Bucks right now, I just hit it through Allen. So yeah. Good thing of having Giannis is that when I try to bull rush in the paint, motherfuckers are concerned to block me in the paint, and I get open corner.
Oh, so you pump fake? And you step back?
Yeah. I like to use Giannis as a decoy to an extent. Yeah. If I'm not dunking in the paint, he's good for decoys.
Knicks lead by 2. Giannis sized up from the foul. No look pass to Ingles trying to drive out. Finds Giannis top of the key, pump fakes, and he'll drive by Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
No look pass to Ingles. Pushes to Connaughton for 3. It's good from the corner. That's the white people connected. It's connected for 3. Angles to Connaughton TD. I mean, no, it's a 3.
To Connaughton layup for 2.2. No.
You know they can't dunk.
The white people connection. Well, we got to worry about that connection this Sunday.
Giannis. I mean,
I'm not talking about Thielen. I'm talking. And no, I'm not talking about Thielen. I'm talking about T.J. Hawkinson. He's been more of a threat than Thielen. The other white people connection.
I'm not gonna lie. You're right. But still, Thielen. He's still a red zone threat in my opinion, or at least a deep ball threat. Oh, air ball. Jesus. Is that right?
Let's go, Giannis.
Oh, God, Drew Holiday with the air
Giannis
ball.
Can work on that mid range. No, because they finally did this mid range shot at Justice in 2K when I'm playing with the Bucks.
Well, I guess they have a right to decrease it now. He comes off an air ball from mid corner. Jesus. Emmanuel quickly dribbles out the ball. McBride up to 2. Handoff pass over to Evan Fournier. Finds Julius Randle up the post. Okay, you're stuck with the point guard, so there's no way you'd miss. Fadeaway jumper for 2. It's good. Julius Randle puts up his 2nd point. This is the most points he already made in the second quarter.
2nd point? Wait, what? Randle?
Yeah, he only scored 2 in the first quarter.
And then how many points in this?
4.
Damn.
Which Butcham already with a 3-pointer from the mid corner, and that came over his putback slam early in the second quarter. Already the bench outscores the Knicks bench by 12. High screen from Randle over the foul line, matched up with Holiday. He wasn't even willing to spin out. Grabs his own rebound, and Randle puts it back off the contact, and 1 from Julius Randle, and he'll get on the line. Yeah, Randle, bring back the braids, bro. I don't know if you're trying to play basketball and do weed after 1 5-on-5.
Or fucking get the Lamar one. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing.
The Lamar braids.
There wasn't even wrong with him having braids.
Lamar Jackson, but yeah. No, those were cool braids, yeah, when he started growing them shits out from his rookie year compared to that for you.
Yeah, especially with those, snowboard, shades he had.
Yeah, the sunglasses. Some of that was the Bengals on the sideline. Right?
Wasn't that
his MVP year where he pulled the cleanest glasses while running.
And that's good for 3. Off the 3-point play over Randle grabbing his own rebound. And here comes the inbound from Grayson Allen. White Pat Beverly.
Grayson Allen. But unlike him, he can actually score.
Ducks the double. Pump fakes. Loco Lopez off the up and under.
Well, but yeah, unlike the Beverly, he can actually score.
Knicks defenders was like, fuck that. Let him score. I ain't having Giannis dunk on me while in a standing slam. McBride off the inbound. Gives off to Quickly. 6 for 8 already from the field today, while the Bucks have been 5 of 10. Handoff. Backdoor cut over from Quickly. Sizing up the ISO. Double team. Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo stuck with Randle. Drive by. Floater. Good for Quickly. Don't let him get those floaters, man. Quickly's always good with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I swear Giannis is carrying. Nobody's calling it. And Holiday loses the ball. Finds Connaughton. Lopez matched up with Randle. Corner. Lay it off pass to Grayson Allen for 2. What?
No.
Oh, no. McBride, that hasn't done anything but just gave it to the better players. No offense. And please, Randle. Jesus Christ, stop. Just, it's always 2 dribble. Oh, McBride with a steal. Finds Fournier, back to McBride. Corner 3. It's good for McBride. That pushes it now 40-36.
Our angles, I got a dunk for them.
Let's go. Timeout with the Knicks trailing by 4. Oh, he was trying to trying to lazily hand it off to Holiday quickly. McBride took advantage, and he got a 3-pointer for his great defense.
Jesus, he can't shoot threes.
To be honest, I'd rather
fucking ankles.
Commercials.
Yeah, I'm playing with the Bucks still.
Oh, why the Bucks? You know what's the saddest thing?
All right, Black Squidward. Give me it. Black Squidward.
Nigward.
Squidward. Also. Black Squidward.
So these chicks are wearing like see-through rain jacket with a Knicks crop top, and this is so garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Now I don't want to talk crap about Barclays. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to go to.
No, I've been to the Barclays. MSG I've been to as well. I've been to both arenas, but not for Knicks.
The cheerleading is not that embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. But I will go.
Oh my God.
No, next year I'm going to go to one.
They are Millie Rock.
If I get back from vacation and there's still games at the Garden, I'll probably go to one before the season ends.
Why can't they just Millie rocked in the middle of their choreography? And
damn, Millie Rock. Yeah, I'll take the Millie Rock at this fucking point just to go to one next.
I'd take that as a sign of communism.
Imagine they did the lean with a rock with it. No, stop.
Oh. Why did you see that? I'm trying to be Jersey, culturally. So. I'm trying to be appropriate, but they're not giving me any reasons not to be.
The Millie Rock, the fucking lean with a rock with I don't know.
Lean with a rock with it, and the whip. No.
No, not the whip. No, the dab. No, I'm thinking of not the dab.
That's like high school.
The fucking the jersey on the DJ Telly tells nonstop.
YTC, like my varsity year, I remember it's like we're doing this for kids with disabilities. So you got a whip in the middle of the field in the middle of your homecoming.
Whip.
Let those kids die. Yeah. I have pride. I'm good. Not that type of pride, but pride for myself. You know what I mean? Like, geez. Well, we're back in here in the second quarter. I'll update the other scores for whatever's going on in the league right now because everything's locally broadcast today. There'll be 2 TNT games tomorrow. Javon Carter hands off above the foul line, finds Pat Connaughton over the pass from Giannis. Top of the key, Fournier stuck with Antetokounmpo. Spins out, and the foul by Evan Fournier. Giannis goes down like he took a Uranagi. Rock bottom, my fault. I forgot some of you guys.
The rock bottom. That's what she said.
Oh, I rocked her. I made her bed rock with a rock bottom. Oh, I killed her.
Yeah, thanks, Dahmer. And Netflix.
Quentin Grimes player of the game on 2K. Are you kidding me? Yo, good for Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, they fucked their. And this is why your 2K shots fucked up.
They just updated YTC. I think they fixed it.
And it's still fucked up. That's just slow. That's just slower than Karl Anthony Towns shooting free throws in the game.
Damn, okay, both Quentin Grimes and
that's how bad it is.
Wait, YTC on my 2K they had Quentin Grimes and Julius Randle and RJ Barrett go for 24. Bobby Portis was the second highest scorer. That's crazy. Fuck Bobby Portis. I'm sorry, guys. It's just we sign you, and you barely last 2 seasons, and you win a title game with that other team that we traded you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Sorry if there's a bit of salt in my cup. Oh, Mitchell Robinson still can't grab a rebound, and that came over an air ball off his own teammate. Good swing pass over the corner to Javon Carter, rebounded by Julius Randle. Presses over to Emmanuel quickly. Randall gives to quickly. Oh, made Jerry Grayson Allen jump. 3-pointer from Emmanuel quickly.
All right, time to level up next. I'm on junior college tier now. I upgraded my tier.
Oh, you're
back to college.
Oh,
there we go.
Coast to coast
Online.
gets fouled by Mitchell Robinson by Giannis Antetokounmpo. I swear, you keep saying that like 10 times, you'll be an African citizen by that. I'm sorry.
All right, next time.
I'm sorry. I'm a bigot. I'm a bigot. Is that what you want me to say? Antetokounmpo, he seems to be benched while Brunson's coming back over to the lineup. Thank God.
All right, I'm playing Orlando. All right.
Oh, by the way, you know how many now Randall with 6 total points. You know where the majority of his points came from, YTC?
Where?
The paint. The paint. So what's wrong with him?
Yeah, give me your ring. Or whatever
Stop
ring.
doing that. Oh, it seems. Oh, wait. Is Giannis bleeding?
I'm trying to put Jericho Sims.
I can see the blood coming from his shorts.
Robinson or Wendell Carter. There you go. Yeah, I'm playing against somebody who's taking the Magic.
LaMelo Ball's better than Jesus and John Moran.
Paulo Banchero? Masa.
Well, he did perform really well when I saw him play the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis has made all NBA first team 4 consecutive seasons.
We're
the only Knicks to make
Cole Anthony on the
consecutive first teams.
Wagner.
I bet it's only Melo that made first team and Patrick Ewing. Who else over the 20-year history of the Knicks was a consistent
Knicks legend
player?
No, stop.
Oh, wow. Wait, you said Markelle Fultz or?
I don't know.
At least Markelle Fultz is finally doing well. Remember the heat he would get always for his issue shooting? Oh, what in the world? Grayson Allen turns the ball over himself, trying to grab his own rebound and falls over his shoulder. Out of bounds. Bobby Portis is back on the lineup. Giannis Antetokounmpo checking back out. Oh, he seems to be Brunson off the inbound. Overhead pass to Julius Randle.
I'm still gonna if Donovan would have came to the Knicks, I would have got me his jersey.
Oh, Brook Lopez blocked a lot by Julius Randle.
Donovan came to the Knicks.
Well, we seem to be doing just fine. Donovan Mitchell, he's making a name for himself.
No, he went to the Knicks, but yeah. Then I would have got his jersey.
Oh, what, if he came to the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want a Brunson jersey? You don't want a...
No, I'll get a Brunson.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably give me a Jalen Brunson before the end of the year.
Fournier jersey?
Hell no. No, that's going to be a jersey, you see in the third world countries soon.
Hey, yo. We're going to see a Real Madrid Evan Fournier jersey.
But he's going to go to Real Madrid. I don't know, soccer.
No. They do the EuroLeague. They do have European clubs that have the same name. So Real Madrid does have a basketball program.
Yeah, Real Madrid basketball.
Yeah, isn't that where Luka Doncic came from?
Yeah, whatever EuroLeague, but yeah.
Top of the key 3.
I mean, they still play. They also play EuroLeague, so
yeah.
Yeah, Brandon watches that stuff more than I do, so he probably know. Where you get to see, Luka.
How to watch EuroLeague exactly? How to watch EuroLeague? Because all I see is highlights.
No, Brandon watches. My buddy Brandon watches EuroLeague, and he's not European, but yeah. No, I don't know what sources he has, but he watches it.
I'll be curious if there's going to be a young player to make it to the NBA soon.
I'd be curious too, just for off-season content. I don't know.
Who's going to be the next Luka Doncic? The 13-year-old phenom from Real Madrid.
He's the next Davic. I'll stop.
If somebody tells me I have to get into
he's MLS, the next Dirk Nowitzki, this kid from Lithuania.
Literally, I tried to get into the MLS. I made it to a New York FC game, and let me tell you, it was a fun soccer game. It was, but
I'll go to a Red Bulls game one day. That's the closest I'll go to a soccer game, and also I save up next year for the World Cup. No,
see, at least
4
I
years
know
from
what
now,
the demographic
I go to the
is
World Cup.
At least I know the demographic.
I don't care. Just at least one game, I'll go to the World Cup. Not every single game, but at least one.
I just don't want to
Hopefully
sound
it's a
racist
US
like
game.
Speed did.
Or a good game between like a Spanish or whatever England's playing.
Also, I don't want to associate myself with America for the World Cup if it's a World Cup again.
Or fuck it, Canada, even though they're gonna get bounced out.
Croatia. Hell,
unless
Saudi.
it's a good matchup. Unless it's a good match.
Good save.
Because then I know a lot of international fans that'll go to that game so I can,
39-47, Knicks lead. My God. Nearly a 20-point deficit, a 10-point deficit for the Knicks. Brunson off the inbound from Obi Toppin. Toppin hands off back from the bounce pass. High screen by Mitchell Robinson. Pick and roll attempt. And the two-pointer. Second chance. Trying to get the second block from Brook Lopez. This time on Mitchell Robinson. Trying to do a standing slam. High screen. Bobby Portis over Javon Carter. Bounce back. Up in the post. Up with Toppin. Carter. Pump fakes. Bounce passes back over to Portis. Fadeaway jumper. And it's made over Toppin. Steve Austin, screw you. You're fine. Brunson over the high screen from Obi Toppin. And he'll do the floater. Toppin thought it was a lob attempt. Oh, but tips the inbound. Obi Toppin gets the turnover. I swear, what was the passing issues for the Milwaukee Bucks? Quickly dribbles it up. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. And a quick kick out over to Obi Toppin for the corner. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson. Jesus Christ, that's the first offensive rebound he got. Handoff pass off the cut. Quickly. Sized up by Bobby Portis. Screen attempt. Pull up jumper. It's missed by Emmanuel quickly. 1:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Portis matched up over the double. Mismatch with the guard. He'll score over from the paint. You quickly ask him where the help was. Now it's the 6-point deficit with 1:25 remaining here in the half. If the Knicks choke what they had was nearly a double-digit lead into now pushing this to a point deficit, I will drink something alcoholic. Floater attempt. Offensive rebound. Quentin Grimes. Oh, and he'll blow by. Over the contest and the foul by Brook Lopez. Quentin Grimes is going on the line off the missed layup. And Lopez getting the call and arguing with the ref. He'll possibly get a technical foul for exhorting CO2 and carbon dioxide.
Exhorting CO2 and exhorting just existing overall.
Technical foul. Derrick Rose is breathing. He can't be walking. And no offense to Derrick Rose. I'll buy your jersey, Derrick. It's just, when are you going to stay healthy? Like, for once.
Yeah, I want to, yeah.
You probably speak to your teammates like a stepdad trying to speak to his girlfriend. Like, it's like, we know that you're the oldest here, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take your opinion. I'm sorry.
All right, Jericho Sims. I actually made a free throw in my game.
Will you guys get Zach LaVine? Or do you really want, or you don't want Zach LaVine? Because in my opinion, it would be okay to get him for a better scoring option. But imagine the money. If Charlotte wants to risk it all for Zach LaVine to play with LaMelo Ball, I would say that would be the best option. Thanks, there's a bit of a better young core for him to work with.
But I will say, LaMelo, come to the Knicks. You'll do what Lonzo couldn't do.
Yeah, it's not. Do you want to end up like Kemba Walker? Do you? Do you want to? You see, as soon as I say Derrick Rose, you know how much his jersey's going for? $55 if you don't want the Nike stuff with it.
I'll get a Derrick Rose joint though, as well. If it's on clearance, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine it's like, I can't afford this stuff. I'll buy the socks. As soon as we we got a KFC bucket chart.
2 4 $9.99. No, it's not wrong commercial.
I miss Dolph Ziggler. That's the only reason I remember KFC.
BK. No, so.
Oh, hell no.
Suck.
Don't bring up that commercial. Don't bring up that commercial.
I get it. The Niners, did somebody overthrow someone that they played the commercial at the wrong time?
No, don't. First of all, we won anyway.
I know, but still. That's the worst time to hear, had to hear that theme all year, especially when somebody on DJ's receiving core dropped. That was the theme I had to hear.
Do you want a bottom bun or a top bun?
4 $9.99. Whatever that shit. I had to hear that shit the moment.
Got the meat.
So one of DJ's receivers dropped.
I know damn well the person who thought of the RB slogan has a criminal history. Oh, trying to kick it out of the Bobby Portis from Joe Ingles. It's stolen by Mitchell Robinson. No. Randall, pass it to the guy that can shoot, quickly. Thank you. Screen.
That can't shoot.
Do we have a travel call? No, I'm not lying.
He's making that over Hartenstein? Okay, 2K. Jalen Suggs is not getting that over fucking Hartenstein.
Well, it is Hartenstein.
Not short as compared to his tall as. Not shooting that. Okay, 2K.
You want to fight 2K?
I'll make you clean my glasses after that, 2K. And I'll leave you
at least 2K doesn't have a wrestling game. Well, what did you think they were
about that?
What do you think you were buying, Timmy?
Well, I thought it was 2K baseball. I'll stop.
Oh, 2K baseball. I wish that came back. I never played a bad game.
Yeah,
2K baseball.
My first one was 07 to 09. Yeah, those are my 15.
Mine was 2K11.
With Derek Jeter, Beltran, and Lincecum on the cover, so yeah. I remember those games, yeah.
When did they stop? 2013?
No, 2013. Yeah, 2013. You're right. Wow, so after 2K13, yeah, they stopped.
So the same time as No. Yeah, same time as NCAA 14. Little Sister Lounge. Does that sound sus to you people?
Yeah, I'll be right
back. Does that sound sus? Little Sister Lounge. Okay. Just know how sus that sounds, people. Little Sister Lounge. That just sounds gross. Don't go to a place called Little Sister Lounge. You won't see your daughter for 10 years. We're back over to commercial break, guys. At least the Knicks are still leading. That's the only positive out of all this. Other than Randall's terrible shooting, Brunson has really showed out. The defense has, really gotten to a lot of Milwaukee's short mistakes. And, of course, Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickley being another positive. And we'll update on the polls as soon as possible. You guys have practically all day to tell me who's going to win tonight's game and not much has changed. Guys, we're already peaked over from last night's viewership, and that was a 3-hour venture over NFL Red Zone, going over the culmination of the 2022-23 regular season for the NFL. So thanks for any person that took the time to watch. We're reaching around the second half in just a couple seconds with this crappy halftime show. Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Jesus Christ. Oh, and don't let your white girlfriend on the camera. Dude, get your white girlfriend out the camera, please. More white people. Listen. He looks like the kid from Home Alone. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I swear, anybody that, and I swear, fake Knicks, the Nets fans, I feel bad for them. You know why? Because I know damn well Nets fans try to feel like they can use 10% of their Dominican heritage and try to think that they're all ghetto when they're from Brooklyn. Even though you probably live in Manhattan, and you got sick of the Knicks just like I used to. Oh boy, love the kids drip. What the hell? What the hell? Seriously, the Little Sister Lounge is wild. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's wild. Sing with it. With it. Oh my, I gotta rain in it. I'm blue da dee da 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 dee da da dee da. Oh no, it's that crappy remix. Oh hell no. Do people even like that song? That sounds like communism in musical form. I'm not gonna lie. Knicks, I know, Madison Square Garden, I know you have to entertain your crowd, but Jesus Christ. And there's Pitbull. We got some Pitbull. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. YDC still there? No, wait, no, he's still muted. My fault. Tonight. To bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. Shut up, Chelsea. That's why your dad's pregnant. It seems like they're recapping what's going on right now. The Miami Heat versus the Brooklyn Nets in halftime. Oh, wasn't that from last night? I heard the Nets won that. Damn it. Miles Turner had a massive rim. He was projected to possibly be traded from the Pacers, even though the Pacers are playing very well. And a poster on Mason Plumlee. Oh, wow. Number 7. Oh, and the posterizer by number 15 from the Toronto Raptors. I didn't even know Quentin Cook was on the Bucks. Oh boy. I mean, no, he was on the Kings. Oh golly Wally. So Jared Harris. Oh yeah, he came with 2 straight dunks on 2 possessions.
All right, I'm back.
They're going over a top 10 of what happened around the league.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's a Little Sister Lounge. They need to change that name immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. We gave you a February. Isn't that all you wanted? Wait, what? If you want, you can get a $16 instead of $41 Kristaps Porzingis figure. Jesus Christ! What a price drop off. You can get a $10 Windcraft bar bracelet for the New York Knicks, or a $20 Kevin Knox jersey. I mean, t-shirt. Pick your depression. Currently, they're doing a vignette of course.
I already picked my depression the moment I became a New York sports fan.
Leave the memories alone, but fumble. Alcoholism.
Also, Jets fan.
Oh God. No, you're a Jets fan. That's just a right to get drunk. in my opinion. That's just a right to get drunk. No offense to Jets fans. We know how much you suffered. So all stars are going over currently. The Western front court possibly being Embiid. No, not Embiid. Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, LeBron James, Zion Williamson, Andrew Wiggins, Paul George, Larry Markkinen that's playing great. Kevon Looney, what? 245,000 votes for Kevon Looney? And Draymond Green, I can understand. And Kawhi Leonard, he barely been playing. Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's what, 4th placed in highest voting in the backcourt. Russell Westbrook, that's been pretty good. Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves? Jordan Poole has less votes than Austin Reeves? White privilege.
Damn.
Confirmed it. White privilege.
All right. 2K confirmed. No, stop. 2K my career confirmed.
What my career? What am I missing something? Have I not watched a lot of Lakers games?
Nope, it's the same my career that allows you to have a baby mother in the game.
Hey, yo, wait, hold up. What storyline is this? What storyline is this?
Basically turning into a Love and Hip Hop type of fucking feel over there.
Why do you need Love and Hip Hop for a basketball game, bro?
Because fuck you. That's why. That's what 2K is.
You were literally gonna jack off, play a basketball game, and go to sleep. Please stop thinking we need Love and Basketball, the game. Whoever cares about that crap, bro? We just want to play a stupid video game.
Yeah, and this is why somebody's girlfriend's deleting somebody's 2K account.
All right, Knicks are open the warm up. Derrick Rose, of course, warming up his leg for nothing.
Somebody's 2K account's getting deleted.
Bro, what are you doing? You know,
she's gonna sneak. And by that I mean her sneaking into his PSN and just deleting my player.
That's crazy.
But then again, she's asking for the Benoit treatment at that point.
There is no holding me back. We are watching SmackDown. No. And now they're recapping some of the performances.
But yeah, I gotta get me a new phone. I gotta get me a new phone screen because that shit's cracked. I'm about to replace it because that's why the other phone doesn't turn on. I cracked that badly.
All right, don't forget the national championship game is tonight. And also,
then after
Rebecca, she looks like Ann Coulter.
So that way I can do the Royal Rumble video. Like the ranking thing? Yeah, back to the ranking series and then WrestleMania eventually.
Are you going to do a review for that, like your pick'ems for the match card, or?
No. I don't have the phone. And plus it kind of gets boring booking prediction matches and dream cards.
It does.
No, like, back then,
Drew McIntyre.
My favorite ones were to do NXT, obviously, because
because NXT confirms their cards. WWE's probably not going to confirm a full card until like what?
No, because beforehand, I do it like months beforehand. They confirm any tapings and all. I predict the next takeover.
Well, here we go. Inbound, Brunson's with it. Currently, the Knicks lead by 7.
And that's where I come up with the cool pay-per-view themes.
Fans are just coming back from concession. And here comes Randall. Fades out. Screen. Doesn't screen, apparently. Because he wanted to kick out for his own 3. It's a blessing. Randall finally made a 3-pointer. It took him 2 quarters. 3 quarters.
So it took him 2 quarters.
Grayson Allen over the screen, trying to size up. Willie chest pass to Holiday. Stuck with Grimes. Inside pass from Covington. Finds Lopez from the mid-quarter. Missed. And somehow personal foul by Randall over Drew Holiday.
Leave the memory alone. No, so.
Tell me why I think I can shoot. Oh, because you do it in practice doesn't mean you should do it in the game, Julius. And even if you do, like, missing 10 shots and making 1 is not a good example to give to other people that want to play.
Leave the memories.
Leave the memories alone. We wasted a bunch of primes. J.R. Smith, get a 10-day, please. Brunson sizes up, stuck with Giannis. Oh, giving him the shake and bake, underhand the pass, over the cut, and one. I should have used shake and bake if it was a white point guard, but great play by Jalen Brunson. Underhand
you're
assist.
Spot on. I'll give it. No, you're spot on because that probably would be some Saturday cartoon show portrayal of a black man. You know those generic designs they have for a black character?
Oh, yeah.
Either the afro or the fucking high top or whatever.
Afro, high top, or else you get the braids with the do-rag on it.
Yeah,
and it's not coming off. We'll treat you like those goddamn... if you guys watch Static Shock from back in the 2000s, that's how we're going to treat you. Without the racist white friend for a father. Why is Giannis traveling? He came over the pump fake and then he took 2 steps, immediately tried to dribble again.
What do you mean I'm traveling?
That's the third foul. That's the third consecutive travel call for the Milwaukee Bucks tonight.
What do you mean I'm traveling, son? No, son.
No, you know what? I am not traveling, fool. That's Giannis.
Where did I travel? I traveled nowhere.
You either are going to get the polite foreigner that's upset or the foreigner that cusses too much. Wait, what the hell? Mitchell Robinson over the rebound, followed off his hands out of bounds, but still going to go to Milwaukee. Did he score? Holiday gives off to Allen.
Yankees have signed. Oh, Gary Sanchez is back to the Yankees.
Oh, thank God.
Eventually, he came back.
For how much?
According to $35 million.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. At least
Yankees
it's not
signed Gary Sanchez is back. Guess he had this short trip to Minnesota that didn't work out.
Yeah, you're stealing base, Gary Sanchez. Yeah, you see what happened? George is already 24-7. George is already 24-7. I should have really called the national title game. It's like, wait, think DST. Like, what's going to get you the most viewership? A college championship game or a Knicks game? Oh, and Tank Davis, he beats some guy. No offense. I don't know who he is. I know that this is just a warm-up fight until he fights Ryan Garcia. And it was by TKO. Antetokounmpo, and he gets the hook shot and the foul over from. Yeah, Antetokounmpo is not a war cry.
Antetokounmpo.
Holiday, that should have been a foul. That should have been a foul over the contact. Damn, Giannis. Do we have to make Haka Giannis now a thing? We did that with Drummond. Andre Drummond. He was
or
getting
you can just duplicate him.
Every time. He has the most uncertain foul shot form I've ever seen. It's like, oh shit, bro, did I overextend my elbow? It's gonna be the saddest look I've seen, man.
I overextended my elbow. Did you see a celibate ladder around for me to push?
Spins out over to the post. Brunson conducts a double team. Pump fake over Emmanuel quickly. Sidestep from the corner. 3. It's good. Pushes it now 60-51. Knicks still lead by 9.
Such nuisance.
Ew, the Knicks are leading.
Can
they push into what, a 4-game winning streak?
We beat 5. Make that 5.
Oh, 5.
We beat the Raptors.
Games. Oh yeah, you beat the Raptors last night. Corner pushes over to Grimes. Sidestep. Bounce pass to Randall. Matched up with Antetokounmpo.
Oh wow, we're up by 9. Surprisingly.
Yes.
What 2K controllers is this nonstop?
What happened?
Who took over the console?
Look, YTC. I want to mess with the slider so I have something to be proud of. Okay.
Knicks are better than most people think. I can tell you how much.
Knicks are better than the Nets. Nets have a better winning streak than us. Shut up. Oh, coast to coast over the Euro from Emmanuel quickly. And it's good. Timeout by
Ahmad Bradshaw was at
Milwaukee.
the game. Giant legend Ahmad Bradshaw. Let's go. He's at the game.
Oh, you watching the championship game?
No, Ahmad Bradshaw's there at the game.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Giant legend,
Ahmad Bradshaw, the running back.
If only injuries didn't happen, man.
Leave the memories alone.
And this is without RJ as well, by the way, this game. So leave the memories.
I possibly want to make it a Islanders game. I should support them. Thanks, they actually play near me.
I'm a Rangers fan, but you do what you, As for me,
I don't watch a lot of hockey. I'll support all New York teams. Sure, I say primarily the Devils, but they all get my support. Thanks. It's been a while since they won a championship. Ultra Trip Cam. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, we're holding Giannis to 12 points, surprisingly. I'm looking at the stats.
Yeah, Giannis has barely scored.
Surprisingly.
They've been relying on just kicking the ball out in 3-point attempts.
Let's go quickly with the layup. There you go. Yeah, I got the game on now. Quickly, there you go.
I'm shocked nothing but Knicks was never a...
I'll try to do a big game by around Thursday or Friday. I want to see what games are available before I do the playoffs. I'll try to do at least one game.
I think there's going to be a big game next time they play.
Try to do one this week before the playoffs on Saturday. Looking at these games. Pacers. Man. Probably did the Wizards on Friday since I got nothing to do Friday. And it's right before the playoffs, too. I might just do the Knicks and Wizards this Friday in Washington.
You're a wizard, Bradley. Ah! You're
a wizard, Tingus.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
I might do the Raptors game. It's an afternoon Monday game. I don't probably work that Monday. And that's it's right before the Cowboys and Bucks game. I might do another Raptors Knicks game.
The Pacers game is actually on Wednesday.
That should be good because the Pacers with Matt Duran and those two guys.
Knicks. Do I really have to hear Lil Dicky? Did I really have to hear Lil Dicky?
But yeah, I might do Knicks and Wizards. So yeah.
And there's
Cavs and Knicks. When is that? Hang on. That's up next Tuesday. I can probably do that. After Cavs and Knicks in the Garden. The 2 weeks after that. I'll probably do that game. Cavs and Knicks versus Donovan. I'm looking at these games. Our final games before the All-Star break. Yeah, we play the Hawks. Before the All-Star break.
24-7. TCU's getting decimated already. Georgia's in the red zone.
But yeah, we play them before the All-Star break, and it's my birthday near the All-Star break. Near it, they're doing it.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
And it's a draw. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hey, yo, this is sad. Kendall Milton. That was just a basic QB draw. Jesus. TCU's getting decimated. All right, 62 to 651. Knicks lead by around 9 points still. Coast to coast. And that's the score by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Guys, don't make this a regular occurrence. Over from the screen from Robinson. And Brunson kicks it out to quickly. Pump fakes over from the corner. Stuck with Grimes for 3. Mid-corner shot missed. Follows up with it. Antetokounmpo trying to get a second straight point here in the third quarter. 7 minutes remaining. 41% from the field for the Milwaukee Bucks, while 36% from the field for the Knicks. And that goes up immediately with Jalen Brunson off the high screen pick and pop. From mid-range, Brunson's already trailing with 22 points. And a missed shot from Drew Holiday. Rebounded back from Emmanuel quickly. Randall. High screen over from Brunson. Back to Randall. Pump fakes, trying to break out from Grayson Allen. And the floater's good from... Oh, you want to try another three-pointer, Randall? You want to try another three-pointer? Yeah, no, it seems like he has to. He has the shot. Antetokounmpo matched up in the personal foul.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Guys, it's 31-7 for Georgia to TCU.
Don't force anything.
Jesus Christ. Seems like Nick Saban's watching. And that's what you get, TCU. In your place. We're still the best in the country. We'll be back next year. Thanks, I need NIL deals. You know how much I can financially bribe 5-star recruits. I don't even know why fans are so surprised. Like we haven't been financially bribing students beforehand, before the ruling. And a block by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hartenstein's checking in. Fuck.
Sure.
Oh, Robinson comes with that, swatting that to the first row. Rejecting it while contested with Julius Randle. Blocking Giannis. Hey, Zion, if stuff in New Orleans doesn't work, Knicks are hiring. If we can afford you. Coast to coast, over the floater, rebounded by Randall.
Or if we want to afford you. But yeah.
Please. Oh, coast to coast, and they're trying to get the slam, splitting in between the defenders. Randall. Carter finds Ingles. Don't even know why he didn't take the shot. Back to Ingles for the 3. Rebounded by Randall. Hands it out to Quickly. Pump fakes. Finds Hartenstein. Making it to the paint. Hands off the pass. Standing slam. Gets fouled by Bobby Portis. Trader. It's going to be Julius Randle hitting the paint. Honestly, you know how much NBA sweepers make? Around like 9. I think they can go up to around 60,000. About 90,000 a year.
Huh?
You make a decent living off being an NBA sweeper? Dude.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of these NBA role players get you a lot of females as well.
Yeah, that's. I mean, look at Kelly.
Just Oubre. Being a role player.
Look at Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre.
I mean, he's not a bad guy to look at, but just saying, being an NBA player does help. 8 double-double for Julius Randle. And that's 2 straight foul shots made. 70-53. Jesus, what? The Knicks are here to play. High screen from Antetokounmpo. Overhead swing pass from Carter. Finds Antetokounmpo from top of the key. It's a miss. There is no way they're going to lose 2 straight double-digit lead games like where they lose by over 25 points like they lost to Charlotte. Why is that Milwaukee's thing?
What?
Like the Bucks.
Yeah, they lose to these teams, including the. Then again, this is the same team that got blown up by the Hornets.
I mean, at least the Knicks are like what, playoff bound. They're currently 22-18. They're in the 5th seed, while the Charlotte Hornets are barely even battling as the best team. What are they? The worst team in the Eastern Conference? 8 of 28 from behind the arc, while the Knicks are 6 of 30. Jesus Christ! Pull up jumper. High Hartenstein there for the tip and rebounded by
70-56. Oh my God!
Yes.
And this is with Giannis.
Oh, there's Chris Middleton. Hurt again. Imagine Imagine, I bet in 5 years we'll be getting like quick irritation. He'll be out for 2 days. What the? I mean, 2 games. No.
He said 2 irritations.
He subbed his toe. He'll be missing half the season.
What do you mean, Joel Embiid?
No, that was John Wall. No, seriously. John Wall stubbed his toe one time in the shower. He missed he had
oh my god.
Yeah, Holiday matched up with Quentin Grimes up the post. Fadeaway jumper hits the top of the backboard. What is this? That's
Quentin Cameron Grimes.
I'm fitting on Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Rick Grimes.
Waiting top of the key. And Randall spins out, trying to hit a slam, gets rejected from Antetokounmpo. Euro steps his way, up the cut, from the glass, even though Javon Carter was right there. He was right there for a corner 3. But Giannis thought he could just try to overpower his way to the paint. He'll get on the line anyway. Randall, trying to think he's the big man of the team, and he gets easily rejected by Giannis. Damn, Cole Anthony Short. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is he? 5'11"?
Probably. I'm probably the same height as him.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but isn't the average point guard around 6'3" or 6'4"?
Probably 6'2" to 6'3", yeah.
6'2". Oh, good.
Brunson's 6'2". So, yeah.
I mean, I don't have the body type for a point guard, but I'm the height of one.
I'm not high enough a point guard, but I don't think I got the body type, yeah. Height, yeah, 5'11". Same height as Trae Young in IT. So, yeah.
6'2". Off the up and under acrobatic play by Quentin Grimes, but missed. Offensive rebound by Julius Randle. Finds Emmanuel quickly to push this into another 3-pointer. Quickly now pushes 73 to 58. What? There got to be something in everybody's coffee for the Knicks to be performing like this. Portis, pump fakes.
Did they spike his drink? I don't know. Did they spike Giannis' drink at that point?
I don't know. He dropped 9 points in his last game, and here he is only with 15. Brunson's scoring higher than him. But the bench for the Bucks is still outscoring the Knicks, but it ain't mattering. And that's Javon Carter getting the personal foul. Ow! Bro! Yeah, how is that not a call on Grimes? He literally put his hand on his face when Bobby Portis was trying to blow by. And yet, they didn't call it. And Quentin Grimes, he started off slow in the first quarter. He missed most of his shots, but in the second half, he's been killing it. Well, oh, yeah, well, yeah. All right. Emmanuel quickly is now the second highest scorer on the Knicks currently, with 23 points. He started off slow in the first half, and now look, he's 3 of 5 from behind the arc and 9 of 12 from the field. And Mitchell Robinson, he's with 2 blocks. He's only with 1 block. I thought he was with 2. And at least Randall has cleaned it up. He's with 19 points and with 13 rebounds. He has more rebounds than Mitch Rob. I don't have a problem with it.
Damn.
How much Hartenstein has? 2. I know he's played 8 minutes. But Miles McBride has done more than he could do in 8 minutes. You got to be kidding me, man. Coach's decision, because Cam Reddish is going to probably get 1 point. Jericho Sims is like skinny as hell, and Derrick Rose. How many games D-Rose even play this year? One more time.
I hate celebrating that. Oh yeah, no song.
For Daft Punk. Dude, that's Daft Punk. Stop trying to celebrate. Stop saying thank you to the DJ when it's the music you should be thanking.
Play a ringtone.
One more time.
No, because if you play a ringtone, you get a Grammy for Daft Punk.
Oh, facts. That's right. If I look up Derrick Rose highlights, they're just going to show me. Oh, yeah, I have to type Knicks. You know why? Because he hasn't done shit for over 10 years. And don't bring up his comeback here around when he was in Minnesota. Yeah.
They're playing Lessons in the locker room. And the next, not the next, fucking Giants looking at the memes.
You still got it. That's what you're gonna get the
Giants to playoff Galladay this weekend. The Plaxico.
Oh, they're not playing Galladay?
No, hopefully we'll see if playoff Galladay comes out. Giants watching Kenny Galladay touchdown in the playoffs. I pray for times like this.
To rhyme like this.
Daniel Jones to playoff Galladay looking like Eli Plaxico.
Hey, yo. Hand off from Hartenstein. Finds Brunson. Good screen. Floater for airballs. The floater. Hartenstein. And third. That's the 14th rebound for Julius Randle. Getting the points. Now it's 75 to 60. What? That was Hartenstein's best way to create space, and he had an easy floater for two. Bro, that was so inaccurate. What made you even hit the floater and not try to target the backboard? The square is right there. All right, there we go for Randall. He only made 1 3-pointer out of his 10 attempts. Jesus Christ. Now he's with 15 rebounds with 22 points. High screen over from Ingles. He'll hit the 2-pointer. Driving through 2 defenders and inbounded by Brunson. 76 to 62. On the up and under, bounce pass over from Hartenstein. Finds McBride. Drives by, sidestep. With the mismatch with Hartenstein. Misses, grabs his own rebound. Second offensive rebound. And even the tip in Hartenstein. You are a burger! Corner 3 by Butcher. Literally, he came over a tip-off, and he still missed over, stuck with the guard off the post move. Thibodeau went to trade his ass. And I don't blame him. Jesus. Live the memories alone. Somebody, if you remember Jarrett Jack, you've watched too much Knicks, and I can't apologize. Oh, George Hill's still here. Jesus. Remember that one foul shot you were supposed to make? Oh, Wesley Matthews. How come they're not playing? Well, it's 2 straight made foul shots from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the blow by over the floater from the tip in by Hartenstein is obviously missed. Corner 3 to Ingles. That robotic ass shot. It's good. And now the Bucks have pushed us now 67 to 76. Could they fight back here in the second half? after being near down 20 points. I really thought McBride was Cam Reddish. Blow by over the screen, conducting the triple team. Randall from the mid corner misses. Hartenstein can't grab the rebound. Over at Grimes from the glass. Rebounded by Ingles off the missed layup. Picked up over Giannis. Off the 3-on-2. Carter finds Portis. Ingles top of the key. Loses dribble. Finds Busham. For a 3 from the corner. Now it's a 6-point deficit. The Milwaukee Bucks are coming back.
Oh, never mind.
10-0 run under 2 minutes. With under 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Spins out over the doubles team, over the screen, trying to contain Jalen Brunson.
I'm assuming Giannis woke up.
Oh, I suspect the team that woke up. Giannis has been on the line most of the time, but he's been scoring. That is some BS. Damn. Pushed them right over to the broadcast team. But God almighty. Wait, send it to the table. Oh. Don't hit Wilt Frazier like that.
Clean my glasses, you hoe. What's up?
Yeah, I remember. If anybody remember Bleacher Report's Game of Zones, it was a Game of Thrones parody. And as soon as they did the parody for when Porzingis got traded to the Dallas Mavericks, and it's like, who's gonna be the next Dirk? And it's like, why did you? The number one thing is loyalty. What made you leave your team? Well, I was part of a. Oh no! It's cool. That has to be the saddest thing whenever Dirk realizes even the Knicks struggle. It's like, why do you think we won a championship with Kidd? Think he wanted to stay there? Low buys. Giannis from Ingles to Connaughton for 3. 0 for 11 run with only 2.3 seconds remaining. Last shot goes to Randall. He'll pull up for an obvious brick. Jesus. Hartenstein, I don't know what they got to make you do for you to finally learn how to score. I'm being just honest with you guys, man. It's second half, and the Knicks were trailing. Weren't they up by like 17 points?
And now only the Knicks.
Only the Knicks can make a double-digit lead that they were containing turn into a 5-point deficit with the Bucks to come back with 1 quarter left. Honestly. Well, it's
all right. Give me your ring. Whoever's on the Knicks.
TC, just look. Just know TCU is getting the biggest amount of disrespect I've ever seen.
We're down only up by 5 now.
It's 38-7 for Georgia versus TCU.
Damn.
Slapping you.
But yeah, that's the moral of it.
It's all because you didn't clean the glasses. Your best quarterback was Andy Dalton.
Damn.
Don't ever disrespect me. Giannis with 18 points. 1 for 3 from behind the arc. 4 for 11 from the field. Yeah, it's just been him using the line to his advantage.
This frat son of a bitch. No, stop.
Wow, Joe Ingles is shooting well. Pat Connaughton is shooting well.
No, stop.
Fat.
He ain't fat.
And Mitchell Robinson, he's been playing near 30 minutes. And you're telling me he's still with 0 points.
Nope.
He's played near 30 minutes. If he had at least 8
in my Dean Ambrose voice before he sold out to John Moxley.
You think you're that good? You think you're that good?
Nope. You're not that good, pal.
You're not as good as you think you are. Dolph Ziggler's career in a nutshell. No offense to Dolph Ziggler, though.
I am perfection. No, stop. Thank you, SVR.
Bring that back. Please bring that back.
Yeah.
I can understand why. Oh, look, Chris Rock's here. And, of course, Fat Joe's here.
Leave it.
Oh, you just tell me Bradshaw's here. And Dick Bernard, that looks like he's going to die. Look at his fingers. Jesus. Looking like overcooked chicken tenders.
He said over. Oh, wow. I'm fucking done.
No, come on. You know it looks terrible. You know how bad old people's fingers look whenever they get older. I mean, my grandfather's push is already in his 70s, but he still looks like he's in his 60s. Good overhead pass from Holiday. Finds Lopez. Hands off to Connington. Joe Ingles matched up with Emmanuel quickly.
Ingles.
The floater. Tipped over. Rebounded by Quickly.
Ingles? No, stop.
It's Ingles. I don't know why they pronounce it like that, but that's it.
I thought it was Ingles, but that works too.
I thought you were about to say. I thought it was Iglesias. Shut up.
I can be your hero. No, stop.
Corner three from Toppin. It's good. Obi Toppin keeps the lead going for the Knicks from a corner three. Even though we suck from three. 8 for 35. Corner three from mid-corner three from Connaughton. Loose ball foul by Bobby Portis. Knicks trader. And Dennis Smith Jr. is still breathing air. I don't know what to say. It was something insulting about Dennis Smith Jr. Wasn't he a Maverick first before he went to the Knicks?
Oh,
High screen.
Who was a Maverick?
Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Overhead lob pass got turned over. Drew Holiday posted up with Quickly. Sizes up over the screen and finds top of the key shot for basic big man Brook Lopez. Or Hispanic Al Horford.
Hispanic Al Horford.
Pulls up, and the ball stuck on top of the backboard. Oh, thank God it got out. McBride thought he was about that life. He hasn't done shit since the second quarter. And it looks like Grayson Allen. That looks like Reed Richards coming back on the floor. Inbounded Connaughton. Gives to Holiday. Stuck with McBride. Fournier back on the floor for some apparent reason. Euro steps. Lopez, corner three to White, shooter number 63 in the NBA. And it's good by Grayson Allen. Seriously, 38-7. TCU, you need to pack your bags. It's only halftime. Unless it's going to be Georgia time and they're going to choke a 31-point lead in just the second half. High screen, Lopez sizes up over Robinson from the perimeter. Hands back over to Joe Ingles. Stuck with Evan Fournier. Euro-on-Euro action. And the three's good off the high screen.
He said Euro-on-Euro action.
No, I'm kidding. Wait, isn't Joe Ingles from Australia? He already there's no European I've seen with the name Joe, so. Yeah, he's from Australia. He's from Australia.
Who?
Joe Ingles.
Oh.
He's played 599 games in his career. So this should be 600 for him. His career highlights was a career high in 34 points.
34 points, yeah.
14 rebounds with 12 assists.
Triple-double.
Well, at least his career highs makes it a triple-double. I don't think he ever had a triple-double in his career.
Yeah,
oh my God. Are they showing back the championship game? All I'm seeing is shameless Dr. Pepper commercials of the 13 Reasons Why cast. I thought that was Christian Bale.
Yeah. Batman. Also.
Where are they? They went to school. Oh. Fuck Love and Thunder. That movie sucked, dude. Stop, Knicks fans. Stop bringing your white girlfriends to Knicks games, bro. It's more embarrassing. We already look less ethnic than Nets fans. Amara Van, actor, How to Get Away with Murder. She's here. Imagine how depressing it's got to be. It's like, oh, wow, a chick from an ABC show's here. Oh, that's nice. And then you show the chick from House of the Dragons. That's just the level of celebrity. Oh, what's going on, awesome kid?
What up, Skimpy? What is here? Yeah. What's up, Skimpy?
Sorry, I've been trying to get locked into the game. I should after commercial break.
Oh, they posted at the halftime. First back-to-back champions since 2012. It's only halftime with Georgia.
Damn! I mean, did you look at the score?
Yeah, I know, but it's a Georgia team. Come on, it's a Georgia team.
Florida Georgia line team.
It's Georgia. This is what they do.
Well, the Knicks
The
have
majority
really
of Georgia teams, they blow these big leads.
Milwaukee's now up by a point. Brunson, fadeaway jumper over near contact. Offensive rebound by Mitchell Robinson. Top of the key. Nobody's guarding Brunson for three. It's good. Now it's 84-82 off that amazing three-pointer from Jalen Brunson. Now he's near 29 points. 3 for 3 from behind the arc. No, 3 for 9 from behind the arc. Ingles, pull-up jumper over top and defending. Finds quickly. I still can get into medieval shows because they want me to like. The storytelling could sometimes be hit or miss, or they'll just put incest into it, just because that was the time.
I mean, that's the majority of all of. There's a lot of incest that went on
for pure-blooded family roots in. Oh, it's just weird. And a three-pointer by Grayson Allen from the corner, 85-84.
Whoa, the lead's fully blown. Illuminati confirmed.
Then they try to lob the top in like he doesn't have like only a couple centimeters off his defender. Only the Knicks can try to blow off what was going to be good. Swings back to Lopez for three. Miss, rebounded by Robinson, picked up by Brunson. Oh, loose ball, picked up by Grayson Allen, defended by Drew Holiday. Dun, 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 dun. Pull-up jumper and a foul by Brook Lopez on Brunson. Oh, I thought that was a child. No, that's Kyler Murray. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Just instant shove off. Brook Lopez confused himself for Zaza Pachulia. Well, thankfully, the three-pointer attempt from Drew Holiday does not count. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, great behind the back. And rebounded by Connaughton. Finds Holiday. Oh, behind the back. Over the defender. Crosses the double team. Top of the key for three for Holiday. Misses. Refounded by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pumps. And he scores. Off the second chance attempt from the layup under the backboard. 20 points now for Giannis. Near double-double with 9 rebounds. Fournier with the pull-up 3. It's good. Off the high screen from Randall. Off a pick and pop. Look at Cam Reddish. Averaging around 15 claps a game. Because he's on the bench. He has to clap.
What do you mean claps? The amount of claps he gets in before the clarity kicks in?
Oh, damn. Clarity kicks in that I'm going to the Hornets. So, no. We'll get Kelly Oubre. We won't get LaMelo. I'm betting that right now we'll get a role player out of Charlotte. Overhead, Connaughton with the weirdest wind-up for the shot. Pump fakes over to Grayson Allen. There's 3 people on the floor. Pump fakes. Holiday off the sidestep. 3-pointer. Tipped and rebounded by quickly over Brook Lopez. Euro steps off the contact. Tipped in by Randall. It's good. You see what happens when you score in the paint, Randall, and not from behind the arc?
Yeah, when you stop trying to be fucking a dark-skinned Curry.
No, he's trying to be a dark-skinned PG. Corner 3. Yo, whose man's? Whose assignment was that? Connaughton. Fournier was just stuck in the paint. What is wrong with you? Now it's 90-89. Bucks lead by a point. Randall. Matched up with Antetokounmpo. Attempted screen. Sized up. Looking down when he's dribbling.
You want to know how much of a new era it is in the AFC?
What?
The oldest quarterback in the AFC playoffs is 27.
Yikes.
And that's Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, wow. So
the oldest quarterback in that, yeah.
Oh, my God. Is Mahomes going to be the next Tom Brady? Mahomes will be the best quarterback in the AFC for a while. That's all I'm going to say. Herbert, do you want to be the next Phillip Rivers without the future child support? Honestly, how many kids Phillip Rivers has? Look, what, 11? Sidestep. Over from the high screen from Robinson. It's good from Brunson. In timeout, Milwaukee. With the Knicks back on top after the timeout. Brunson's now with 32 points? Unbelievable. Nice side step over the screen. Scoring on Giannis with a 3-pointer from mid-corner. It's 94-92. Let's go. Oh, sometimes I want to smoke weed. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed. Seriously, I didn't even want to watch the Niners versus Cardinals. That game was just such a blowout. Who they had? Block? Oh, hell no. Sam Howell got to play. I forgot that he was still drafted. After starting issues with if Howell was even going to start over the 4th-string practice squad quarterback around the preseason. What was his name? Brock something? Much like this. That, by the way, that I'm Blue remix sucks. I am blue. I'm feeling all right. It's garbage. And Ziggler's facing off against Soul Sequoia. You know it's how sad it is. My youngest brother that didn't grow up around the Attitude Era and stuff. He said he wanted to watch something from 2001. 2001.
What type of 2001 content?
Of course, Monday Night Raw.
What with explosions?
Invasion. Oh, I said Raw. Jesus.
Oh, Invasion. Invasion. Go to the 10th. If you want to see an Invasion, go to the 9th month of the calendar of that year. Very quiet now, right? Yeah, we're canceled. But yeah.
I'm shocked nobody put a timber sound for that video. Brunson.
Just don't play Kesha Timber in this video. That's all you need to do. Yeah.
Seriously, burnt chicken tenders has to be the best joke.
Or the BK meal nonstop. They ain't no $5 meal.
$5 foot long, or that's how much your mom liked it.
$5 foot long. Yeah. What? That's how long she likes it, and how much I can get her for?
Yeah.
$5 for a 5 foot long meal.
She can take it Italian or
Parmesan,
white.
Oh damn! Black peppers.
5 seconds left over in the shot clock, and the shove off by Julius Randle, fouling Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Your spicy ones, Nasa.
I don't know why somebody's like, "Ew, gross! You like food spicy?" Yeah.
The black pepper ones, nonstop. Chicken tea.
I go for like spicy Italian. They taste good. High screen over the floater. Ew, it's a lob to Giannis from Ingles. Tie game 94 apiece. Who's missing over the defensive assignment? And Randall's like, bro, you're supposed to guard Giannis. What? Quickly, you're supposed to guard Giannis. I don't think you know how this works. I physically can't guard Giannis. Floater. Then he wants to go for the paint. Dude, shoot a foul line shot. And out of bounds by Milwaukee. Yeah, Julius, you had to shoot a foul line jumper. What made you think you had to take it to the paint so you can try to get a foul and then it goes out of bounds?
Sounds
you big
right.
Dummy. You big dummy.
The nincompoop.
Jackass.
Head now.
He's not a nincompoop. He's a nincompoop. He's a dumbass.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there. Because there is no way he wouldn't think of taking it up, try to hit a floater.
Or he could have just said he's a Niger. Nassau.
Why would I call him a country?
Nah, it's my loophole, but whatever.
YTC, I don't want to know how you're getting canceled. Jeff Hardy pissed on Shane. Oh, hell no. Stop bringing up that feud.
Standing on the rooftops, everybody's screaming your heart. No, sir.
Wait, Jeff. Jeff, that's a stoplight. Ah!
Standing on the rooftops, jumping in front of stoplights, going to an AA meeting to talk about my feelings. No, sir.
Imagine like they do talk about his issues, and so Jeff, you're getting a 5-year extension. What the? People like Jeff Hardy. You're not helping him. I'm trying, living forever, no one. Secrets of just never been showing, never forever, one. I'm just what 3 and out. Oh, TCU. Wait, you were trying to attempt a one-handed grab? Stop it. He's already dead. Someone please call the EMTs. Already. There is no way. Oh my God. TCU is getting decimated.
The necrophilia challenge? How bad of a necrophilia challenge now?
We worked hard to get this far. Finally, a championship game.
How bad?
Many five-star recruits you got?
How bad are the necrophilia? The dismemberment? The vaporization? That there's nothing around there but bones? Or it's just evaporated? Like there's just dust and ash and
just evaporated and then spit at the remains, like 38-7. There's nothing more respectful than that.
No, I just wanted to know the severity. That's how bad the necrophilia.
The severity is that they should not be on the field. They are getting outclassed. Hell,
the severity of the necrophilia.
You know, it's the saddest thing. People, I'm still going to hear from bitter SCU fans like we should make the playoffs. Then don't get upset at your bowl game. Then don't lose 3 games. Or just not suck in general. Now 100. Now it's 100-99. Oh, and that's a 3-ball by Brooke Lopez. Damn it.
The most Brooke of Lopez is Nassau.
The most Brooke of Lopez.
No George Lopez, but yeah.
Not Robin Lopez. Please, not Robin Lopez.
No, he'll be an extra on the
George Lopez. Oh, God. Another 3 by Drew Holiday. 103-99.
Oh, my God. Yeah, the Knicks are choking. How much time left?
It's 47.
Yeah, it's over.
47.
Yeah, the Knicks are about to choke this completely. I can't trust the Knicks no more with a big lead.
What are you doing?
Leave the memories alone.
We choke this big-ass lead.
Per usual. And it'll be in my memories. Because now I have to live with the fact that Knicks choke 20-point leads. No matter how big it is.
Maybe if you put D Rose in, we could. What? He's just gonna pass the ball. I don't need you to bargain with the mediocrity that the Knicks are giving me. Screw MSG Network. I don't care if I don't want to get sponsored by them.
Incomplete.
Kadarius Toney.
No, that's the thing that plays whenever somebody drops the thing on Jones' pass.
Davis Webb, league MVP.
I'm like, during the stream, I was saying, Davis Webb, please stop trying to run like that. You're not Daniel Jones. Stop trying to run. Stop running these read options.
But
I only pick up like 2 or 3 yards.
It looks cooler because I'm white. You know what? Screw this. I'm going to the USFL. They like scrambling QBs that are mid.
Yeah, come to the Generals. We'll surely like you over there. If you come to the Generals. Call the letter pan down over there. Not stop. Call the letter. If you know, you know.
Inbound by Brunson, 47 seconds. Mitch Robb off the inbound. Hands off back to Brunson. And he'll take over the figure roll. It's good. 2-point deficit for the Knicks with only 40 seconds.
I mean, I know a bunch of females that like finger rolls. No, stop.
Sir.
Personal foul. Misogyny. Automatic first down.
Drew Holiday, you with another 2-pointer. Jesus Christ. So Holiday came from like underperforming in the game into what's going on. Over the high screen from Giannis. Sidesteps. Gets fouled by Grimes. The score is a 2.
Alexa, play for non-blondes. What's going on? Non-stop.
What's going on out here? What the hell is going on out here?
Or Joe Lombardi, what's going on? Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
We're staying alive. Staying alive. Now it's a 2-pointer. Onto Kumpo. Angles for the dagger. with Lopez with the backward slam.
Wait, he hit it? Damn. Left. Well, GG Knicks. GG.
Please. What is...
I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be alive. No, so.
I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be alive. I love you. No, I just hate you. That's it.
What's going on?
Too much is not enough. How much disappointment can I take? That's the most they can do. What we're going to rely on? Randall to take the last shot to try to get us back from 4 points? Honestly, think. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. R. Kelly admitted it. It's in his last album. Welcome. 40 points for Brunson. Oh my God. What a game. Show some respect to Jalen Brunson, guys. He's just been amazing. You can see everybody got your money. Huh? Welcome to the jungle. Shout out to Madden 11.
Yeah.
Brunson. Here comes Randall. Stuck over the double and fouled by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Lead the memories on. If they don't make it.
One of these days,
these days, the Knicks will win a title, but then I'll turn off the console to know it was just a simulation. One of these days, the Knicks will not stop. Yeah, thank you, John Cena vs. Rock promo.
Well, at least Brunson got fouled over the double team. He's on the line. I'm going to see Pat McAfee's terrible take for playoff predictions next time. Woo. Cross 3. What the hell's going on out here? The Knickerbockers. We know the pressure's on Brunson.
The Niger Bodgers? No, so that works.
Knickerbockers.
The Niger Bodgers.
I bet I need to check out Negro League teams. I don't think they had it for basketball, but I know they had it for baseball.
Yeah, TCU is getting more skin people. Yeah.
What? Yeah, was Skippy watching the game?
Yeah, he's watching a massacre.
Oh, yeah, it is a murder. It is a murder.
Now it's about to be the necrophilia challenge.
I mean, now usually we would be like, 25 to, if it was like 27 to 7, it's like, we could see a comeback here.
Going against Georgia, imagine they blow this big lead. How the state of Georgia would be.
Georgia, they would need to give up. Georgia Tech is the best program in our state.
I don't want to be alive. They probably disown the team, and then after.
Georgia Tech, we got to be like we got to say when's the last time anybody in Georgia, other than Georgia, been a big program? Hey, at least in a few years, the Big 12 is going to be a lot less competition.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at next year's schedule. Good luck for the Giants. I'm looking at it right now. Jesus, I want my flowers if we make the playoffs next year with this schedule for Daniel Jones and the team.
Ross?
Looking at it now.
Oh, you dumb bitch!
I want the whole shrine. A whole shrine dedicated to my beliefs about him. If we want to make a fucking playoff run next year,
we will make the playoffs.
That's how bad it is. Look how the schedule is. outside of the NFC East, right? We play the 49ers in San Francisco. We have to travel to Arizona. We play Seattle and a healthy Rams team at home. We play Buffalo in Buffalo. We have to play the Dolphins in Dolphins. Patriots at home and then the Jets at home. Then we have to travel to New Orleans to play them at home. And travel to Vegas to play them in the Raiders. And then we play home at versus Green Bay.
A timeout used by Milwaukee.
If we make the playoffs with this schedule, I want my flowers. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna want my flowers.
Let's see. They weren't trying to risk a 10-second violation over the inbound, so they had to take a foul. Yeah.
Take one is him universe. Yeah, I put my top 10 plays of the season already.
Of course, Naheem Hines' kick returns are going to get in there, right?
No, for my Giants, like overall season, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a Landon Collins pick 6, Aziz, DJ's 2 throws that were my favorite this year.
Thibodeau's a sack.
Yeah. And it's Slayton looking like Victor Cruz against the Texans for one play specifically. That was the most Victor Cruz touchdown I saw from Slayton that game. With the block in an open space to the left. Yeah, that was a Victor Cruz type touchdown.
Well, Giannis will still inbound over the timeout called by Milwaukee. Down by 2 is the Knicks with only 8.8 seconds remaining. Knicks got to either foul to get their possession back. And Evan Fournier will foul Drew Holiday. Everybody dance now.
Edge team on this day, I see clearly the sons of poverty and a broken team and a disgrace to the NBA on this day. It's so real to me that team keeps so trash. Not a chance to chase a ring. I don't know what the rest of the lyrics he's implying, but I guess it's a roast.
Nice. I'm gonna check how big the deficit was with the Knicks.
Check that. Waiting for this video to export so I can do these playoff graphics. That's what I'm waiting for.
Let me tell you something, dude. I've never seen a better choke job than this, brother. Then when
what chokes? You want to see a choke job? Go holler at those workers Vince was messing with back in the 90s. If you want to see a choke job.
Look, Candice Michelle said yes, brother.
I'm sure Melina did as well, too.
No, honestly, if you guys don't remember Candice Michelle, she was a bombshell. Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman. What? Mitchell Robinson's getting back in. Holiday's getting on the line.
But what if playoff Galladay shows them? I'm so lingering that question.
Playoff Galladay is probably going to be tip the ball off and give it to the defender. So just like Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, other team, and then somehow
to the lane off the finger roll. 2 seconds.
Jacoby Myers either catch the ball and the ball tips somewhere in the air.
Knicks need to quickly foul off the inbound.
Probably something along the lines.
Why not just chuck the 3? Yeah, I thought Brunson at least had 2 seconds remaining. They gave him like a 0.3 seconds after the layup.
All right. So those files are saved. I gotta Move these files to this thing now. Well, the game over yet.
Yeah, that's pretty much over. You can't make a shot in 0.3 seconds.
Giannis 22 for that. And Brunson had a 44 clip, and we still fucking lost. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, Brunson played out of his mind. Shout out to Brunson and shout out to Emmanuel quickly. He really played it. They really played well. Randall, you were the third highest scorer, and you still felt like you should have done a lot more. And I'm not only saying that because I want to be a hater. I'm saying it because I know damn well you could play in a great level. 111 to 107. That's the final for tonight, guys. That's going to push the 26th regular season win for the Milwaukee Bucks. While now the Knicks need to keep trying to stay consistent. And that breaks their 4-game winning streak after beating the Toronto Raptors the last week.
Yeah.
Hey, but at least we still have the baby shark dance, YGC. At least we got that.
Mm-hmm.
I will be having playoff predictions. I know you will for your channel.
I already have my playoff predictions out, but yeah. No, playoff predictions overall, okay. That's different. Yeah.
And if you're still watching the national championship game, you guys are probably the same people that enjoyed that Dragon Ball Z fight where that little girl got beaten up by that buff dude, Spopovich. And that was like Gohan's girlfriend that he kept beating up. You're disgusting. Or when Brock Lesnar pummeled Randy Orton back at SummerSlam, you guys probably think that's a 5-star classic. Stop it. He's already dead. Like, he was bleeding from the forehead and stuff. Like, you need to stop. I know there will be blowout performances in games, even championship games, or no less, a la, like, Broncos versus Seahawks. But, wow. This is just sad. Besides that, let's go over statistically. Jalen Brunson did have a career game for himself, dropping 44 big ones, being the highest 3-point percentage on the team. Why are they giving me the...
Oh, yeah, shout out to DeMar Hamlin. He's finally out the hospital, by the way. He walked out today.
Congratulations to DeMar Hamlin, man.
He's out the hospital now.
17 points off Brook Lopez that came back in the second half and really had a career game. 15 points off Drew Holiday with 9 assists. He had some great dishes over to the corner.
Yep. Guess who we're playing for the Giants at 4:40? You're playing the Vikings. We're going to get 4 p.m. Kirk Cousins.
Then you're going to play the Niners after that.
No, we got to play on the Eagles.
You face the playoff bye team?
Yeah, unless Seattle upsets you guys.
There is no way that's going to happen. We already undefeated in the series.
I'm just saying, just in case, but yeah. It'll be Giants and Vikings.
Just in case, YT. I'm joking. That could happen.
Yeah. We're going to have to play the Eagles yeah.
Yeah, okay. Pat Connaughton, about like 7 players dropped to double digits. Even though
it would be hilarious. I don't care if we get bounced by the Niners in the NFC Championship game. If we somehow beat the Eagles on the wild card round, in the divisional round, that's my Super Bowl right there.
if you did play-by-play for the Niners and Giants, I got to do a dual comment. You got to put John Jay there.
Yeah, everybody's going to probably show up for that stream.
And what?
But I can only imagine the opposite were to occur in the NFC Championship game and history repeats.
Well, Vikings haven't been in the NFC title game since when? 28?
I can imagine how my reaction would be.
Has it been since 2017 since the Vikings have been in a NFC title game?
Yeah. Yeah, and then they got butt raped by the fucking Eagles. Yeah, I was pissed off of that.
Randall dropped 25 points, but his shooting splits were awful. He was 31%.
Don't let the numbers fool you. With fucking Randall. Don't let the fucking numbers fool you.
He'll be like 35 points, but then he'll be like 5 of 13. And the only way he's only utilizing his high point percentage because he's doing something that he should be doing, but he does it like latter half of the game. Like, rebounding for points or using his post moves when he's actually good with his jump shot from mid-range. And his decision-making was terrible. If it wasn't for his second chance points, and he did have over like 15 rebounds tonight. He had 16 rebounds tonight. And
only saving grace he has is rebounds. That's it. I thought that,
Mitchell
sucks
Robinson
at fucking perimeter.
Sucked. Mitchell Robinson sucked. 2 points, 37 minutes. 37 minutes, only 2 points and 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds only? Damn.
And while Randall, he's supposed to be the scoring forward, and yet he had more. Double what you had. And Randall's only like, what, 6'8"? You're reasonable center size, Mitchell Rob. And Randall, your decision making is shit. Well, that's worse than Westbrook. It's worse than Westbrook. You come over a high screen and you have the whole lane to yourself. You come out trying to attack the paint other than hit a floater.
Yeah.
This isn't 2000. This is not 2K. You don't just go try to reach for the foul, or this is the 2000s. Like, forwards now have as much offensive variety as the guards do, and yet you're still making dumb decisions that aren't going to benefit you in the long haul. Take the 2 points, okay, and stop chucking threes.
Yeah, you're not fucking Curry.
Don't forget the reason why we in a 4-game winning streak was because of Barrett, or even the 8-game winning streak wasn't because of Barrett and Brunson.
Overthinking he was a light-skinned Curry. What's up, John J? I didn't see him there.
What's poppin', John J? We just finished up the game, and let me tell you, the Knicks, they blew a load. They blew a massive load. Big ass disappointment tonight. After holding on to the lead in the third quarter, that went over 15 points they had, and they still learn how to screw that up. And I've seen a lot of Knicks games. They have to go like this. 38% from the field tonight. 26 from behind the arc. A majority of the shots made came from Brunson and Quickly. And like 2 shots from Grimes, and I remember that 1 steal and a 3-pointer from McBride.
Yep.
That's it. Offensive rebounds totaled over Randall.
What offensive rebounds? We didn't have any.
No, Randall did total and more offensive rebounds than the majority of the team. And most of those came over second chance points. And Hartenstein had like 3. But did he score with those? No, because Hartenstein sucks, bro. Tyson Chandler spitting in his future grave. And then the foul trouble. And this came over the Bucks that had like 3 consecutive like travel calls. And yet we had an issue with fouls, especially trying to stop Giannis, that we held over to 12 points in the first half. And Brunson just came around with the high screens, 3-pointers. And how do we allow that? Fournier can't guard anybody. Honestly, if you see the way their defensive assignments work, they're coming around, kicking out the ball.
Kicking the ball? What is it, soccer?
No,
I understand Fournier's French, but, come on now.
Oh, I thought...
You're not Mbappe. Fuck it,
not
whatever.
Allow a field goal, dumbass.
I love Mbappe, but yeah.
Let the white guy get over with the corner shot. Connaughton came with an easy corner 3 immediately over like Holiday, and that's when they were coming up the court. And why is Fournier still breathing? I mean, still playing. Like, either way is a
breathing. Oh, he said breathing.
Like, stop breathing air on my Knicks because you keep you're just there to shoot. You made 1-0 3-pointer in the fourth quarter, Fournier. What really impactful shit that you do that helps? Because you were just a package deal with Kemba, and now you're both rotation players. You're the biggest buyer's remorse next to goddamn Russell Wilson. Or
buyer's remorse?
No, it's not even buyer's remorse for Wilson.
No, the biggest buyer's remorse since Kenny Galladay.
Whoever thought of that Robbie Anderson trade?
That too.
Like, look, I'm not trying.
Also, Kenny Galladay, but that works too.
I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but in just a few nights, you're going against the Pacers. that have been one of the biggest upstart
teams. Yeah, if you're gonna let Benedict Mathurin look like fucking
Benedict Mathurin like an all-star when he played against the Nets. And Miles Turner is still one of the best shot blockers in the NBA, even if he's going to be in trade talks for the time being. But Jesus Christ, we got guys that shouldn't even be on the floor. If I see
like Fournier,
Hartenstein, get your bitch ass to any weak ass street in Brooklyn, while you'll probably get stabbed by a crackhead or something. I don't know.
He said stabbed by a crackhead.
I don't know what to expect, because it's just Brunson versus the world out there, and quickly, and Quentin Grimes, Mitchell Robinson,
Quentin Cameron Grimes, but yeah,
he needs to do something, man. Randall, you're just what happens when you buy your BC so you can have a high percentage. You don't earn it. You don't learn any skill. You just have the attributes, but you don't use them right. It's like, I want to be a demigod forward that can shoot threes, but then they're still asking your ass to go in the paint whenever you play in the park. That's you. It's 51-7.
Well, who?
TCU and Georgia.
Oh my God! All right, mercy rule. Where's the mercy rule when you need it?
He's fat.
Sorry, I wanted to put that out the way. But
he said he's fat. Where's the mercy rule when you need it?
There is no mercy rule. Well, do they have that for soccer?
Oh, I'm sorry. They need one for baseball, especially for Boston teams.
Oh, they need it. No, it's mandatory. They need it for baseball. If I see 11th inning, mercy rule there needs to be a mercy rule.
If I see a 5th inning and the score's already like 15-0, mercy rule right after.
Right, Pirates.
Right, Boston versus Toronto.
Oh, Jesus, that happened? It was 15. Oh, wow.
Remember they dropped 23 points on them? 20 plus runs on them?
I think I saw the Royals give the Angels like 20 points, and it was only the 6th inning.
Yeah, that's what we need the mercy rule for. That's what the point of the mercy rule is. For a mercy rule over there.
No problem, John J. I think it should still be on the top of the chat, so go ahead. Pull up.
Yeah, the link should be right there. Really any people came on, so I'm just editing my graphics for the playoffs right now. I'm just getting these graphics up and ready because I gotta do I got some surprising graphics coming up for the playoffs, and I'm going all out for the graphics. I don't fuck my storage, but yeah.
If you want to hear a good soundtrack, please go on the if you ever played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, it is a great game.
Need for Speed, yeah. Also, I would go to any BMX game as well if I want to hear a good soundtrack. Yeah.
Oh, so sadly for the 67% that had the Knicks winning, you're all losers. You're all losers, just like the Knicks are. Honestly. Oh, for real? Oh, got you. I got you.
Guess you can't see the link, but whatever.
Or probably it just disappeared or something, even though I could see it. Honestly, let's see what's going on. Murder!
What? Where?
The TCU.
What's the score now?
The crime rate on TCU is 51% of touchdowns. Jesus. $52-7. Guys, it's not even the fourth quarter.
Not even the fourth? God damn.
This is TCU. Did you come playing in Ricky difficulty or something?
No, they needed to put the I see we've matched you up with a harder opponent. Do you want to quit this game? Like when you're down 24-0 at the end of the first?
I'm no quitter.
They give you the option to quit.
I'm no quitter.
Proceeds to get blown out by 42-20.
And then he still wants his props afterwards.
At least I put 20 on you in garbage time. Yeah.
Yeah, you put 20 on in garbage time. That's great. It's like a player. It's like, I got a touchdown. Dude,
I got
like
a touchdown.
2 minutes left and we were down by 20.
Timmy, you were down by... Now stop.
I remember one teammate did that YTC, and guess what? He thought he was going to be a ranked. He thought he was going to be a ranked athlete.
It was right back. I'm going to go get me some drink.
Bam Adebayo, quarter 3.
And don't worry, I'm not going anywhere sharp after what the Knicks did, but it is what it is.
Honestly, this was just a disappointing game. Disappointing after the Knicks were holding over at least a double-digit lead, man. This is just depressing. Get up here right now. There's John Jay. Just 2 seconds. Here's avid Niners fan. John Jay, I'm terrible with drum rolls.
What's up, man?
Well, not much, John Jay. Just a bit upset.
What happened?
Knicks just pissed down their legs off a double-digit lead and let the Bucks like run for them like an abusive boyfriend.
So that's why you've been like end of the world.
Yes, dude. I mean, you don't have a lead like that against a top team like Milwaukee, and then you just let them like have your way with them. But it's sad, especially when they have the talent, and they had like one of the players drop 40 points, and yet other teams couldn't contribute. When you have bigs that can't rebound, shooters that can't shoot, and bigs that think that they're guards. Know your role, Julius. And can we stop like glorifying Derrick Rose, like for God's sake, like the guy's
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. That man never been in the back of my mind since middle school.
That guy had like some good years in Chicago. Suffered a severe knee.
He had like a good 4 years, and now he's like treated like Chicago great. Derrick Rose, when he should be like Rastafarian journeyman, still breathing air on this earth. And no disrespect, I love Derrick Rose, but it's just depressing.
I remember when Derrick Rose won MVP. I was in my boy's car, and he had his cousin, and he was like, "Derrick Rose is going to win more finals than Michael Jordan." And then me and my coworker were laughing. He says, "That's not going to happen." And I said, "Dude, he might win 2 rings with them if he stays healthy." And then suffered a knee injury. And I said, "All right, told you."
I apologize. You couldn't keep his promise.
Because that year, I think they won like 66 games. I think that was like in 2010 or 11 or something. I don't know.
They won around 60 games around that time. They were the top seed, but they lost to Miami Heat when LeBron James was there.
So, yep. Yeah.
I mean, yes, they have a lot of hype, especially being a consistent contender, especially when Jimmy Butler has been became the number 2 in Chicago. People were hyping them up. They were even one of the better defensive teams. But Derrick Rose, his play style was his like undoing, because the way he stopped out the gate, and the way his speed and how it had to help his ankles, like you don't know how many times. Every time, like especially when Derrick Rose had his own shoes and they kept selling them, dude. You know how many times they were like, the ankle support has to be really big for this Derrick Rose shoe. Why? Why you said that?
Give TCU credit, there wasn't expected to go to the national championship game.
Of course. You think the Eagles were expected to go to the Super Bowl? Okay, probably they were, but still, like...
Yet to be determined. But what's up, John?
Nobody's expected to make it.
Oh, man.
Hey, nobody expected my team in the wild card, so...
Facts.
Like, I did not see the Eagles winning 14 games. I said maybe 12 at the best. But I didn't know how weak their schedule was. So, but next year, because they won 14 games, they're going to have
They're going to have the first place schedule, yeah.
They're going to have a tough schedule. And I think the Niners are playing them next year.
You play our entire division.
So,
who's us? The Giants? Yeah, no.
Like
Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, the Niners have most of the NFC South this season.
I know, like we beat the Panthers. We beat the Saints. We beat the Buccaneers.
Well, my team plays the Saints next year, so that's going to be our schedule gets hard.
We should have swept that division, but Kyle Shanahan down by 14 points takes a 10-minute drive from the 1 yard line, and then we finish the drive with only 2 minutes left. And then oh my gosh!
The Niners and Eagles schedules are going to be hard next year because they're playing first place schedules.
Whatever. Speaking of that, I was doing a stream today, and there was this guy named James. He's from Shifty's channel, and that dude was arguing. That dude was arguing like, Brock Purdy, Joe Montana didn't win 5 games in a row. Are you high? Are you high?
Oh my god! Are you
high? And then I had to
recency bias.
I had to remind him, dude. If Brock Purdy was with the Texans, and the Texans somehow won 3 games this year. I don't know how that happened, but you put Brock Purdy with that team
because the Colts are frauds.
Do you think he would have won 5 games with the Texans? You must be high. Then he's talking about, well, Jimmy Garoppolo had that same team, and then we only won 10 games. Well, we all know, Jimmy Garoppolo's limitation, but last year we were hurt all the way.
Yeah, majority of our defensive unit was hurt. Especially the 2020 season. Yeah, hurt we were.
And then he had the nerve to say, well, Brock Purdy, doesn't have talent. I'm like, are you high again? And then I was like, you know what? I'm done talking with this moron. He unsubscribed to my channel. I'm glad he's unsubscribed to my channel. I basically blocked him because, again, I don't want to deal with his stupidity. Because when Joe Montana came to the Niners in 1978, he was a 3rd-round pick. He was the backup quarterback. That team did not have Jerry Rice, didn't have Ronnie Lott. We didn't have all those guys yet. We didn't have nobody. And you're going to penalize a Hall of Fame quarterback who has 4 rings just because Brock Purdy won 5 games and you think he's better than Joe Montana? You are not a 49ers fan. So,
plus Garoppolo had a bigger winning streak like that around his first season when he finally came back from injury when he was a Niner. So what does that tell you?
And Jimmy Garoppolo, when he won those 5 games in a row.
No, he won 6 games in a row.
5, just 5.
For real?
Hey, listen. Next year we'll see what Purdy is, assuming he's a starter. That's when you'll see what he is.
Let's go back to Jimmy Garoppolo. He didn't have the offensive line that he had in 2021, but he won 5 games. That's why the expectations, then the contract. Jimmy Garoppolo, one of the things that I have always said was, okay, and I remember the same people who are saying Brock Purdy is the next Montana said the same thing in 2017 when Jimmy Garoppolo won 5 games. I remember when Colin Kaepernick lit up the league with his running style, the way he played. He was better than Alex Smith. I disagree with David, but he was better. What happened? Colin Kaepernick digressed when he did not have a coach, a coordinator, and a team around him. He sucked. Facts. Then, of course, he did the nonsense that,
Jesus.
But then they were saying the same. He's the next Joe Montana.
For Niner fans, I would expect you guys to have such high standards, when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks.
Let's go back to Alex Smith when we drafted him. They made posters in the Bay Area, every Bay Area city. Alex Smith didn't even play a game yet, saying that the Niners were 2-14 when Joe Montana came to the Niners. We were 2-14 in 2004. They were posting the next Joe Montana. He didn't even throw a pass yet. That's why Niner fans, who call themselves Niner fans, they're like, oh, this time is going to be different. Well, what happens, and this is going to be the funny part. Say Trey Lance comes back, and he comes back strong, and he takes that job, and then Trey Lance has a good season. Oh, he's only starting because he's black. Well, number one, you need to stop saying that.
What?
Why is media like that? Why are they trying to push over No, this is the Twitter narrative.
Why are we bringing the race card? And awesome kid. Keep this awesome kid. No, you're not. You ain't going no 3-0. We're gonna have weapons next year. You're not sleeping us, and plus you guys will be rebuilding next year.
excuse my language, they need to be bitch slapped, not with a hand, if you know what I mean. Because these people are assholes. Like they're kissing Trey's butt. Oh, if you don't, you know, and then now you're seeing, you know, and again, I don't want to, you know, be, you know, I don't want to be an asshole, but the white dudes who are fans are very sensitive when you say something nice about Trey Lance. So I'm like saying, I hope that some of my fan base are not those types of people because they're not welcome. And I really want these idiots to come to the Bay Area. They would say, "Oh crap, you know, I would rather live in my, you know, hillbilly crappy areas. You know, I don't want to come up too much diversity. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here."
There's an uncomfortable amount of minorities in this area.
A bunch of that, and also
one
because they don't want to go back to the congregation saying that they got bitch slapped by some random that they talk shit to.
You know, because you know, and it really boils my blood because I will never forget the day I went to a San Francisco Giants game, and I took my dad, and we sat at this area called the club level. It's a cool, you know, level. I like buying tickets from that level because if the game gets boring, there's a lot of stuff. It's basically like you know, like there's stores, you know, food courts, you know, they have the PlayStations, you know, all that stuff. You like,
that's cool.
It's called the club level. It's fun.
Never been to a club seat. Only been one time to a wrestling event.
One time there was this light-skinned dude, not black, a white guy, let's just call it what it is, a white dude with his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever the reason, you know, he has swastika tattoo in the Bay Area. In the Bay Area.
Uh-oh.
Then a black couple sat next to him. Oh my gosh, he lost his freaking mind. He basically like something like in his brain was, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. You know, why are you sitting next to me? Everyone is so nervous. Everyone's so nervous. My pops, this old dude, you know, half Italian, half Ethiopian, whatever. Me sitting there, you know, just chilling. Actually, my pops is a fourth Ethiopian and Italian and something else. And then I'm just sitting there. And then he looks at me and he chooses the wrong people to mess with. Me and my pops, we're old school. We get it from our his dad, my grandfather. You know, you don't fuck with us. And he said, "Oh my gosh, look at these Mexicans." And then the blacks are next to us. And
Mexican, he called you.
Hey, yo.
So I'm like, listen, I'm protecting you because this old dude who's way older than you, motherfucker, is going to throw you down 40 feet to your death. I'm here to protect you, motherfucker. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, who's this dude?" He said, "You." And I told him, "You fuck with the wrong dudes, man, and you fuck with everyone over here. These are my people." And then everyone's like, "Yeah, that guy, he's the boss." And then they all got fucking scared. And then guess what? Because the security, they know me because they work there, and they're messing with John Jay. You know, they taught him a lesson. And I said, "Dude, I appreciate what you guys did." He said, "Hey, anything for you guys. One thing about me is that if you fuck with me, you fuck with everybody. So I got your back if you ever are in a tricky situation, but that's one thing that I don't tolerate." And like I said, luckily my pops, he didn't like grab because my pops wanted to, he said, "So," because you know my dad is a hard hit. I get it from him, my grandfather. We come from knuckleheads. We are knuckleheads. We love fighting and getting in trouble. So I'm sorry, my bad. Little bad moment in my life. Yeah, still.
I'm still pissed off over the media. I feel like there's a bit of an impatience, but also like an ignorance with like the quarterback situation.
Quarterbacks. No, this is a comment that popped on YouTube that really stuck out to me. It's sad that the media, creates this false stigma that you can't develop quarterbacks no more, and if you don't pan out for the next 3 to 4 years, that you're automatically a bust. That's just the stigma the NFL's created nowadays.
Why stigmatize that? You know how long Aaron Rodgers was drafted in 2005?
And more importantly, how long it took for Peyton Manning to win a Super Bowl?
It took how long? It took 3 seasons and 4 seasons before he became the starter for the Green Bay Packers.
Yep, and this is what happens when you don't develop within 3 to 4 years without regarding the circumstances the quarterback's drafted into. They're automatically deemed a label bust.
Especially if they can't live up to the statistics or accolades of the starting quarterback, even if the starting quarterback is declining.
Yeah.
You can't. Bro.
Well, Aaron Rodgers' situation was like a very fortunate one. Like, Brett Favre, basically, like Brett Favre was Tom Brady right now. We don't know when Brett Favre was forced to retire because his body was breaking down. That's why on his last year with the Vikings, he
looked horrible.
He went 3-13. It took him his body breaking down. It took him a bad season of playing so horrible football. And then he got benched. In the final 2 games. And Brett Favre realized, crap, I'm 40 years old. I've been playing since 1992. My body's broken down. I've won a Super Bowl. I've played in 2 Super Bowls. I've won MVPs. I've played for historical Green Bay Packers. I grew up in a small little Mississippi town. I made it. He basically made it. And the dude is still a rich dude making commercials, yada, yada. So that's what Brett Favre. But Brett Favre was that first quarterback that was forced to retire, not because he didn't want to. And we might see it this year. Tom Brady, said this year, I've played hurt. My team is not the same no more. I don't have the passion.
That's a fact, awesome kid.
Yeah.
Drew Brees was drafted in 2001, and it took him 8 years to win the title with Sean Payton once he went to a different team.
Fact. So it took until 2009.
So
drafted in 2001.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go back to Aaron Rodgers. He was drafted. Basically, he fell all the way to number 24 because back then, you still develop a team with your running backs. The running backs were always more important. That's why quarterbacks said after 3 to 4 years, you were labeled a bust because the quarterbacks, again, go back when Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, those quarterbacks. You look at their numbers early in their career, they're not throwing for 4,000 yards. They're throwing about 3,000 to 3,500 yards. They're throwing about 20 to 25.
Yeah, because it was a run-based league when they came into the league. It was a run-based league, basically. So, it wasn't like the Mahomes or what we have now.
Ben Roethlisberger, his entire career, had a good defense, good running back, and good coaches.
And skill position players, too. He had
Hines Ward, Antonio Brown.
Well, that's why Ben Roethlisberger is considered a great quarterback. Let's go to New York. Eli Manning's rookie season, just like any rookie, not the best. Not the best.
Yeah, he started 1-6. Yeah.
Also, Eli Manning threw a lot of interceptions. A lot of people forget. One season he had like 20.
He had 23. Yeah, back in 2010. Yeah,
but
he had 23 picks.
But because the running backs that he had when he was getting older, and then the running backs he had were not good running backs, so he was forced to throw the ball a lot. Then you go to San Diego, the Chargers. Phillip Rivers. Once he lost that defense, once he lost that running back, once LT retired, what did he have to do? He started to throw the ball 500, 550 times. They were forced to throw the ball because they had no skill position. So now let's go to Aaron Rodgers. He inherited a good team with Donald Driver. They still had a good running back. The defense was,
didn't they still have Ahmed at the time?
Yeah. So
Ahmad Green.
Yeah, Ahmad Green.
So, Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl in his second season after going.
And Greg Jennings. Yeah, I know.
But what happened? Then that team got older. Yes, they drafted Clay Matthews.
Jordy Nelson got old.
But one thing about Aaron Rodgers' career, which is really true, the Packers have never paid for free agencies until 2019, where they just started buying free agents. That's why the Packers in the last few years have won 13 games, yada, yada, except this year.
Their Super Bowl
because a lot of their talent throughout the decade was homegrown, like drafted by them.
So
Clay Matthews was homegrown.
So at the end of the day, people forget. And statistically, Aaron Rodgers is going to the Hall of Fame because he did his job throwing the football. That's what a quarterback, their job is to throw the football. Okay? So people forget that not every team, like, for example, before Patrick Mahomes, who was the quarterback, the former Niners, Alex Smith, he was winning 11 games, but every time he got to the postseason, what happened to that team? They were eliminated. Andy Reid was like, we need a quarterback. And he said, you know what? Let's trade our first round, second round. Basically, what he did was different. He's not doing. He traded his first round, his second, and his third round of that draft to get Patrick Mahomes. So I think
he put all the marbles for the franchise quarterback.
The Buffalo Bills received 3 additional draft picks. So it shows you. But what has Patrick Mahomes done? He's had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, good running backs, a good defense, and a good coach. And many people are like, oh, look, Patrick Mahomes can do it. Why can this quarterback not do it? Because he inherited.
No, that's how it doesn't look like. This is what the disagreement I have with RJ with this thing. You can only care. A superstar can only care but so much than what the team has around them has. Look what Patrick Mahomes has. Look at every superstar quarterback has. A top 10 defense, right? Look at Joe Burrow's weapons. Look at Patrick Mahomes. And look at Josh Allen's weapons. Look at those numbers before he got Stephon Diggs and after. That's all I need to know. Once he started getting weapons.
You thought that Adam Gase was going to do something with some of the good talent that they had over when they still had Jamal.
And look what Justin Herbert got drafted into the moment he got drafted this year, 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, their coach.
Oh, he had to develop it early on the spot.
Their coach is terrible. Mm-hmm. But still, they have Mike Evans. Austin Eckler has become one of the.
You said Mike Evans. Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, whatever, light skin, doesn't matter. Austin Eckler. They picked up J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack. And you tell me how.
Yeah, they started building a defense just they can't stay healthy.
Yep.
And it took them, A.J. Hawk. Like, who builds around the draft and becomes a contender that easily, unless you're like the Chiefs?
So, one good example of a quarterback who can do their job is great example. Best go back to Kirk Cousins. You go back to his days. You go back to his days in Washington. His first full year as a starter, he has a 70% completion percent. 70% on a team that went 9-7. He had 29 touchdowns, threw for over 4,000 yards. Then his next season, 8-7-1, 67% completion, almost 5,000 passing yards, 25 touchdowns. Then in his final year with Washington, 7-9. So, what was the problem in Washington? They had no defense. Now let's go to Minnesota. The previous year, they had a really good defense. But what happened? A lot of those players in the free agency left. So, Kirk Cousins goes to Minnesota. 70% completion, 4,300 passing yards, 30 touchdowns. The following year, they go 10. He goes 10-6, 69% completion, 3,600 passing yards, 26 touchdowns. Has a plus 20 interception touchdown ratio, which is the best, plus 20. And then, of course, you just go back to Kirk Cousins. Basically, he's always been a quality passer.
Quality, consistent quarterbacks. Is his contract a bit too high? No,
Also, one thing about Kirk Cousins is that he actually did something smart. And again, I am not hating on the Commanders, but it's your fault that the quarterback contracts because your owner is an asshole, period.
Yeah.
And he basically franchised him twice because he was too. So basically, his first franchise was $24 million. His second franchise was another 24. So then the league was like, if you do not pay him a contract, you have to trade him or you got to let him go. So what did the Commanders do? They did a sign and trade. Basically, the guaranteed money. Then they transferred him, and then the Vikings have been forced to pay all guaranteed money because of the Commanders. The Commanders screwed the Vikings. So what happened after that? They started overpaying Jared Goff. Then Carson Wentz, look at Carson Wentz. He's making all that money. He sucks.
Yeah, and he's not even better than Sam Howell.
Remember when he was the MVP conversation back in this?
Yep, and hasn't been the same since he tore that ACL with Frank Wright.
I'm so glad that you said that Sam Howell is better than Carson Wentz because I told you he is gonna be the best quarterback in that division.
Oh my God.
Not the best, but sadly he's going to be wasted because it's Washington.
Oh man!
Probably when he leaves that team, he'll be better.
Carson Wentz was going to be the Kawhi Leonard, just going on a team that just needed a couple pieces, especially Washington.
And also for the Superstar Notion, but No, this is what RJ told me. But when you look at the superstars that won the championships, you look at every Super Bowl that's been won. It's been by superstar quarterbacks.
Nope.
But here's the thing: you have to look in the context.
That's not true.
Look at the team around. Look at the team. Look at what Patrick Mahomes had when he won the Super Bowl against the Niners. Look at that. What weapons he had and that defense he had.
So you're telling me
what? When you look at Tom Brady when he won the 2018 Super Bowl, right? Look at the defense he had around. Look at the weapons he was elevating around.
Okay, so
I know Tom Brady, but still.
Yeah. I know,
even Matt Ryan, he was still with a top 10 offense in the NFL.
Since 2000, there has been one consistent quarterback who has won Super Bowls. His name is Tom Brady. In 2001, he was a backup quarterback, and Drew Bledsoe was a better quarterback than Tom Brady, but he got hurt. He needed shoulder surgery. And Tom Brady had a really good team. People forget that Tom Brady's first season, he won a Super Bowl. But people were not. Tom Brady was not the reason he won that Super Bowl. Then the following year, you had Brad Johnson. Who the hell is Brad Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
That was the Tony Dungy. That was probably the best defense in the late 90s, early 2000s that a lot of people forget.
Over the Falcons?
What?
Oh, Brad Johnson. Oh, wait, no.
Okay. So,
quarterback.
Yeah, Brad Johnson. He played for the Buccaneers. Okay. Then Tom Brady won 2 more Super Bowls in 03-04. Okay. And then in 2005, Ben Roethlisberger, in his second season in the NFL, they win a Super Bowl. But Ben Roethlisberger was not the MVP. It was Hines Ward. Ben Roethlisberger had a horrible game. The defense won that. Then Michael and TOP and Bears fans are not going to like this, but Peyton Manning, was playing against a Bears offense that basically, I think, only put, I want to say 10 points. That's how bad.
Yeah, with Rex Grossman.
Okay. Now let's go to the next season. I know Awesome Kid's not going to like this, but Kirk Warner was a better quarterback, legacy versus a young Ben Roethlisberger, and the Steelers defense won that game. Okay. Steelers defense won that game. Okay. Then the following year, Eli Manning, just like Ben Roethlisberger, they win the Super Bowl. They beat Tom Brady, who was the elite quarterback. So when you start to look at the early 2000s, then you look at Russell Wilson, then you look at Joe Flacco, and we all know Joe Flacco is not an elite quarterback. So
no, we don't.
Tom Brady has been the only quarterback who has been winning Super Bowls. Who is Bill Belichick, a defensive-minded coach? At the end of the day, that argument, no matter what anyone says, defense wins championships. The Broncos and Seahawks Super Bowl. Seahawks. How many points did the defense score in that? I think they scored 21 points in that Super. It was 43-8. That game was over in the third quarter. Basically, people were like, all right, NFL, throw the white flag, and people were forced to watch that.
Wait, John Jay, speaking about over in the third quarter, let's see Georgia versus TC. 65-7.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude, the NCAA, they're like, oh, crap.
Put a mercy rule.
Maybe 8
mercy rule
tournament shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, basically, everyone is turning off the TV. Basically, if you're.
But yeah, my point is that this stigma that Tom Brady created is expecting every single quarterback coming out to be up to those standards nowadays.
Also, Tom Brady wasn't even in that standard when he got drafted.
Also, the Super Bowl in Levi Stadium, Cam Newton was a better quarterback. He was a superstar. Peyton Manning was a fallen quarterback who was benched for 7 games with Brock Osweiler. The defense,
exactly.
The defense scored 7 of the 21 points for the Broncos.
That's a fact, yeah.
So I've always said this, and that's why, my 49er fan base, the Niners, all we need is a competent quarterback like Brock Purdy. Maybe Trey Lance is the guy. I don't know. The Niners are going to be
a
team.
Exactly.
But that standard doesn't apply to my Giants now, does it? Because we supposedly need a flashy quarterback to win Super Bowls now.
Oh,
I think the stigma just comes over just because
and that's the reason why people will never give credit to Daniel Jones completely, because of that stigma
They think it's the
alone.
most important position, so they only think the established quarterbacks should just be involved in most of it. We got Michael.
So, not sure if YC already said this, but Brandon Cooks has requested for a trade.
Took him a long time after how he showed out.
But yeah, I'm not interested. I want a younger player. But yeah,
Brandon Cooks, he should go to a young team that can establish him as a red zone threat.
Yeah.
I would say possibly Seattle if they're still willing to get a decent quarterback.
Holy shit. Yo, TCU should just forfeit the game. It's 65-7.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
that gets a Ron Simmons. Damn.
Hey, and this is the way this is why I don't like the college football format, because there's no parity. Like since 2010, Alabama has played in like 11. No wait, Alabama has played in like 7 national championship games, and I think they've won 4. There's no parity. With the old BCS system, basically the Fiesta Bowl is in the West Coast. You got the Orange Bowl in Florida. Then they've always had the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans.
The Cotton Bowl.
And, of course, also the famous Rose Bowl in California. And then they've always had, like, the Cotton Bowl. So what do all those 5 stadiums have in common? They're in the south part of the United States, from the California coast to the Florida coast. What is on every coast? There are different conferences. So when you're playing the Orange Bowl, you have the ACC, and I think it was the Big 12. In the in the West Coast, you would always have a Big 10 and Pac-12 team, and then when you played in the Fiesta Bowl, you had a Mountain West Conference and the Big 12, and then of course the Cotton Bowl, Big 12 and Big 10. So what it shows you was parity. It allowed
other teams to shine.
Yeah, so that's why Nebraska has not been able to shine, because but Nebraska in the 90s and 2000s, they were a premier conference team. USC, it was always like you knew that there was like 15 teams that were going to be in the BCS championship. That's why they need to start to evaluate this, because you cannot have a 67 or whatever 65-7 game, and they're playing at the Rams Stadium. Is so idiotic. That's why I like the old system. That's why, what's going on right now is that the Big Ten is trying to buy out the competition, because they're like, screw the South.
The SEC as well. They just bought out the best Southern teams in the western part of the country with Texas and Oklahoma.
I know, and everyone is like, basically the Big Ten is going to expand from northern U.S. to the coast. That's why Oregon and University of Washington,
they're going to their own NFL. They want their own NFL, John Jay. That's literally what they want.
So it's sad about like I said, I love college football. Like that's where you see the future guys before they become stars. And as you get older, like me, like in the last decade, I've realized that the college players who I saw 10 years ago are now running the league. That's how the NFL is. Basically, it's like the advance of the college kids. That's why college football is still king over the NFL.
Transfer portal is literally just free agency now for everybody. And I remember those bowl games. I watched the Fiesta Bowl. It was Boise State versus Oregon. You know what I remember from that game? He used to play for the Eagles Super Bowl team. If you guys know Blunt, LeGarrette Blunt.
LeGarrette Blunt.
The Boise player in the face after a game after Boise State.
I remember after the game, like they were playing in Boise, game on ESPN, and I think Boise won, and Blunt just like lost it, and he threw a punch in front of a referee right next to the crowd, and after that, Oregon was like, "No, we're suspending you. We saw you on national television. There was a referee there who's going to snitch on you to the NCAA, and we don't do nothing." So he got suspended. Yeah.
I mean, it's stuff like this. I feel like we devalue the legitimacy of bowl games if we're just going to make a playoff format. And if we are, the ranking system's also going to be denounced a joke because there's certain consistent teams out there in the country that even play in a higher level than that. So why not just, expanse the challenge for the postseason if you want to make this playoff format a thing, and even denounce it further for those championship games if the end game now is just the championship game.
Yeah, because I don't live in the state of Texas, but the Cotton Bowl was technically the constellation prize for
the Cotton Bowl for the South. No.
Let me explain.
I know what you mean. I'm joking.
No. Let me explain. It has a weird name. It is what it is. The Cotton Bowl was always the number 2 Big Ten and the number 2 Big 12 school. And those were still really good schools. And in Texas, they love their football. So when you got to see those two power, conference, then every year it was USC versus basically, no disrespect, USC was the powerhouse. And if you were a Big Ten team, I remember Russell Wilson, that game, everyone saw him. And everyone was this guy, if he's not drafted number 1 overall, many teams are going to be crying because he's going to win a Super Bowl. And they were right. So Wisconsin and USC, I think it was Wisconsin USC. And that was a really good game. Michigan and USC, or Ohio State, USC. Even though I'm not a big USC fan, watching Ohio State murder USC was always great as a kid. Because my friend and my brother, because it's so weird. When the Raiders were there, that's how he became a Raider fan in Los Angeles. He was a USC fan. That's why he's a Raider fan, not because he doesn't live in Oakland. He lives in the city. But he always hey, yo, we're kicking your butts, Cal. He was always rubbing it in my face. And then USC became trash after Pete Carroll left. So I was and then Stanford would kick their butts. So it was always great.
You catch a buck if you play against Andrew Luck.
Yeah. And basically Pete Carroll and Harbaugh had a rivalry because, Stanford and USC. So when they both went to, that's how the Seahawks and Niners rivalry became. Because again, the Niners and Seahawks rivalry was never, ever as big as the Rams. So, but because Pete Carroll is still in with Seattle, Pete Carroll's oh yeah, I don't like the Niners because they had my arch nemesis, Harbaugh.
I thought you meant Richard Sherman as well.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Sherman literally. Will you try me with a sorry receiver?
No pun intended. I swear Richard Sherman was kicking the doors down for so sorry.
Yep. So yeah, I think what they need to do is go back to the BCS format, the Bowl Championship Series, and then you get the 4 winners of those big bowl games, and then I think you'll have a better playoff system.
So you think it should be by performance-wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I swear that was the basis in the meanwhile for BCS ruling, but they thought it'd be central bias because of the schools that are playing, like they had for Miami or Oklahoma.
Just imagine if the NFL, basically rewarded the playoff teams that, right now, those teams that missed the playoffs that have a winning record, and you award them playing against dumb games that mean nothing. That's the thing. That's like the college football playoffs. You're basically putting teams that won a lot of games and did not lose, and then you put them straight into a playoff. Look at TCU. I'm so shocked about how TCU went undefeated and then they lost to Kansas. And now they're getting their butts beat. I don't know how they beat Michigan. That's something I will never understand.
Michigan pisses down their leg a lot, man. If you don't see Michigan's track record since Harbaugh been the head coach, it's unlucky amount. It's an unlucky amount.
Imagine if Ohio State would have won the game, and then they probably would have been the national champions of the way they're playing against Georgia. Because they really, really pushed Georgia. They really scared Georgia. And then, unfortunately, we lost the game in dumb fashion. I think the semifinals with Georgia and Ohio is technically, those were the two best teams in college football.
So, I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. As soon as they got to Sonny Dykes after Gary Patterson's tenure after only having over several 10-season wins, especially around the late 2010s when they were in the Midwest. As soon as they went to the Big 12, they became mid. It's just a punching bag for Baylor. And as soon as they went to Dykes, national title. There's nothing to be ashamed of, but to be honest, you guys don't deserve it. I hate to say it.
Oh, man, I agree.
I mean, who they even beat?
Yo, Georgia is becoming the Alabama right now.
Well, basically, Tennessee, Clemson, Georgia.
Where are the cheerleaders at?
They basically took Nick Saban's assistant coaches.
I mean, they did beat Oklahoma State, Kansas State. I didn't even know Kansas State was ranked. And Texas. Big 12 divisional opponents that are ranked, but not powerhouse level. And plus they beat Oklahoma 55-24. Jesus. But this is just depressing. They had 3 over 50-point wins against both Iowa State, Kansas, Michigan, and Oklahoma. And now they're getting 60 bombed by Georgia. And they came from being number 17 in the country, YTC. They came unranked starting the season to number 3 in the country. I hate
what a shame.
I hate to see it. I mean, the TCU season overall, nothing to be ashamed of, but how they came from being possibly the next Texas powerhouse again after Andy Dalton to now getting pimp slapped by an SEC powerhouse like Georgia. We all should have saw that coming. It's like saying, I beat this whole army, but then Thanos is standing right in front of me with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Or we could just say it simply this. Matchups are a motherfucker. No.
It's like, I finally beat him.
Great words of Jonah. Thanks, Jonah, for that. Saying no. Matchups are a motherfucker.
Yo, Judgment Day is really going to take on the Bloodline.
Judgment Day are going to die. Judgment Day are going to die.
Yeah, they're going to.
They're going to
What, the Royal Rumble?
No, the Judgment Day is going to be taking on the Usos for the undisputed tag belts.
Which will set up for a rematch of the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I know. Which will set up for the Royal Rumble.
Dude! I mean, hell, if it's going to be just 3 men involved against the Usos, I'm including Rhea Ripley. I mean, you guys like the Judgment Day, at all? Because the only thing
that mostly the skits between Bray and Dominic and Rhea.
It's just Dominic feuding with his father still. I feel no focus. What's the theme of Judgment Day? Just wearing eyeshadow. It has nothing against the ministry. I swear to you.
I'm assuming they're clients that worked at Hot Topic that got rejected and wanted to start their own clothing line on a TV show and wrestling.
It looks like you guys go to the gym, so our Hot Topic employees don't think about reality checks or health. And you guys don't watch anime? Ew.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's Japanese cartoons. Oh, you can't say that. It's culture. No, it's not. It's cartoon.
Also,
Japanese space cartoons.
All that awesome kid. The comment he says about Oregon, Rand. No, USC. Okay, from 2002 to 2008, they won the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl. They played in another Orange Bowl. They basically dominated the Rose Bowl. Okay, so I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, so
awesome kid. They're gonna make Roman lose the title to Kobe.
Yeah. They are not gonna let Kevin Owens beat Roman.
No, he's gonna lose one title on Sunday. No, on WrestleMania. He'll keep another, but he'll lose one.
That means the brand split gotta exist still, dude. I'd rather they just unify.
No, because I heard rumors that they're gonna make Roman defend the title twice in 2 different nights.
That's dumb.
Well, like it was reported. It was reported from a good media source about like Roman has been trying to do part-time, like he doesn't want to hold the belts anymore, but like in late September, early October, all the big top guys got hurt or they took some time off. They released a bunch of wrestlers. So basically, like, I know he's like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm still holding the title, but like he needs to take some time because, like, like I think 3 years,
literally carrying the company.
3 years he's been holding the championship. So that's just like that does take a toll on you because like they're on the road.
Everybody, he's beaten mostly everybody.
Yeah, he has nothing else to prove. Like taking time off, then coming back as a good guy would really not kill him.
Like I said, WWE, like one thing that people do not know, and people hate me for this, like because I have friends who love WWE. And they all get mad at me. I said, dude, I'm not saying anything that's not true, but the writers who write the script cannot find someone at Roman Reigns' level where they can hold the title. That's what they're trying to find. So
the thing is, like, they can't find anybody that can hold the title that can extend interest over to the company at all. There's no face.
Honestly, JD from New York said this perfectly. He would want to have Drew McIntyre possibly win the Universal title and the WWE champion and have Cody win the Universal.
That'd be nice and all, but that would be a bare minimum of star power, even to feud with those guys. Because who can they carry the company with?
I know, because like at the end of the day, like again, like I'm not a wrestling person, but I do think that I don't know how long Raw has not had. I think he does have to lose it to a Raw superstar, so that they can like relax the schedule.
I mean, if that's the case, like, can you see any of you guys being world champions in the long term, or even what you can book with them?
Yeah,
because Cody Rhodes is good, but over to the level of Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins is another notable name, at least that people could remember from WWE.
Cody said it when he returned that he wants to win
challenge for the world title.
Yeah, for his father that passed away, Dusty Rhodes.
Don't we all, including Randy Orton? But besides that, like. Mm-hmm. It's just over a standpoint of how you can book this over for the long term and how much interest, because people don't always want to bring this into like, we want the guy to win the title, and there's nothing wrong with that, but realistically, like, how many people are going to watch the show?
Mostly people,
just the WWE fans.
Look, the expectation for everyone is Cody Rhodes to return in the Royal Rumble and win it and challenge Roman Reigns. However, it starts to paint a picture because you hear reports about, Roman's defending both titles on both nights, one to Cody and one to The Rock. And to me,
wow, that sounds like a dream book to me. That doesn't really sound realistic.
Hey, if The Rock is in a main event, I am buying that pay-per-view.
I'm just saying, having The Rock be the one to take one of the belts is stupid because he's a part-timer.
He's going to, I mean, so is Lesnar, and he's still going to hold it over for the long term because
I know,
he
like,
can still draw.
Like Lesnar's contract, like one thing about the internet with, if you do your research, you can find anything. Brock Lesnar, when he has to go back to WWE, because he doesn't want to do WWE, but they call him.
It pays him.
So he basically does a gate. For those who are boxing fans like John Jay, every boxer or a combat sports fighter, they do gates so they can get their check from their promoter. All right, we're going to give you $30,000 to get in the ring. And then whatever the gate is, so say there's $1 million on the buy, they pay, the expenses, the promoters get their cut, and they're like, all right, here's another $50,000. So they made $80,000 to get in there. So he gets paid his check, whatever he's owed, and for his fight, whatever WWE gets, he gets a portion of that. The same thing with The Rock. That's why The Rock stopped wrestling. When he fought Cena in the early 2000s, and then he came back like in the mid 2010s, when he fought, he got his gates. Rock is the only wrestler who can use his name Rock because Vince McMahon was not able to buy it. So that's why Brock Lesnar never had a name like all the wrestlers, because then they buy it. So that's why The Rock retired at the age of 30, and why Brock Lesnar at only 24, 25 left the company. They had leverage, and that's why wrestlers are like crap. That's why The Rock makes the billions with all his merchandise, his likeness, the movies. This guy is going to die with caskets of money next to him. The same thing with Brock Lesnar. That's why he went back to his old, he used to wear like sweatpants and sports clothes. He hated that. That's why he grew his hair again, wears a cowboy hat, because he's a country dude. He's from the country. So they have the power now.
Honestly, people are not always thinking about the big picture when it comes over the wrestling business. The wrestling business is just a ploy so it can extend your leverage around your career. That's why some of the female wrestlers became models, actresses. You do not want to sacrifice your body for your tenure of your lifespan. And then you see guys like Mick Foley always walking like they're 70, even though they're like 50.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to be a battle rapper. They want to be a rapper, but they want to extend their name this way. Is it? And whenever wrestling fans just hear it, you can just hear like the ignorance in their mind when it comes, and just the denial that comes over to, you think wrestlers want to do this, and you're not guaranteed to get even paid as equal amount as a mid-carder. Like, you think even guys in the main event scene right now are getting paid as much as R-Truth is?
I even forgot that dude is still around now that the 24/7.
I bet my life that R-Truth is making at least top 10 as much money as factions like the Judgment Day or Damage Control.
See, the thing is, R-Truth has been irrelevant. He's been irrelevant. And he's been irrelevant, but he's still a notable name, and you don't take it like he hasn't just he hasn't been doing like Money in the Bank matches and shit. He's been doing stuff to entertain the crowd, and most people want to see him.
I know, because
all that matters is to get over. It doesn't matter that you're just the best wrestler in the company.
I don't people forget, Vince McMahon's father.
Oh shit, Fields run.
Oh, wow. So Vince McMahon's father and all the territory, promoters, they operated like boxing. This is our territory. We do it our way. That's why when Vince McMahon bought, The Rock's grandfather's promotion, and it was not easy. And The Rock has a TV show, and then The Rock was also talking to some British dude in England who has a late night talk show over there. And The Rock was saying, well, when Vince McMahon came to the Bay Area, and this is the thing why, I give people a hard time when they got these stupid stereotypes about the Bay Area. When you come over here, like all these business people from the East Coast, Midwest, there's a thing that you have to do when you come over here. One, you need to understand white people don't dominate, black people don't dominate. Asians and Mexicans are the leading people, and they are very different. So the majority of people who are here, it's diverse, like business people. And The Rock, he's black and Samoan. So trying to talk to a Samoan businessman is like trying to talk to a mob boss. It's not as easy. You're like, all right, what do you want? Okay, I know you're throwing money at me. Doesn't work that way. That's the reason why when you come here, you do business stuff. We show you around. We make sure you're enjoying yourselves, because if we can tell you're not getting your business. So when you do come over here, enjoy yourself, have fun, party first, business last. That's how you get stuff done out here. That's how the tech people, when they came out here, they said, we want to make sure you love, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, yada, that you love here. And unfortunately, they loved it so much that they kind of screwed up the city. But yeah, there's still a form of etiquette. That's why, like, I don't know how it is, but in 1997, the trash companies that picked up the trash, they didn't receive no checks. They received everything cash. But when the city unionized the garbage people, they're like, all right, we're done. And they let the pencil pushers take over that stuff. But all the old timers were 80 and 90 years old. They said, well, we got paid cash, we had respect, we worked, and we're able to go home to our families. That's how it was. That was old San Francisco. Does not exist no more. That's why cash was king out here. Now everyone has a credit card or like all those Apple Pay shit. But I remember, like, you can buy groceries for $5 when I was a kid. You can fill up your entire car for $5. That's how it was. Okay? That's how it was. Everything was cheap out here a long time ago.
John Jay, is it true you need Apple Pay for a kilo? I'm joking.
I don't know.
And you know what was it was so big back in the day when it monopolized majority of what was going on in the company. And by the way, this was a trend, a business trend. It doesn't ruin anything. That's just the power of growth, and plus guaranteed contracts. A lot of benefits came over the monopolization of the wrestling business, like ECW, WCW, because there was a territorial thing city-wise that was happening around the country before Vince bought out most of the companies. And you know what that did? It legitimized wrestling as a bigger form of entertainment over a medium, not just a little parlor thing for local companies, and it guaranteed better stars, because if it wasn't for that, you're just getting just wrestlers that just did wrestling. You wouldn't be getting like majority of stuff that we grown up with. You wouldn't get Hulkamania.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be getting Steve Austin.
I know, that channel A&E, which also operates the History Channel. I remember in 2000, like Hulk Hogan, he was already almost in his 50s. Still wrestling, still with the NWO colors, but he was being, like a normal person being interviewed, and a bunch of other wrestlers, and the fans of the 60s were like boxing fans, cigars, beers, that had
legs,
a club, like a club style, and you got to see, and the wrestling was still scripted, but no one knew the secrets. But
kayfabe. You're bringing up kayfabe.
So it was basically like that was the last time wrestling was considered real. Then in the 70s, the territories and the secrets started to come out. The fans from the 60s got sick and tired, and then they went to, like mixed martial arts and boxing because they didn't like that. Then Vince McMahon, then those in the 70s left, and then the fans of the 80s. Then in the 90s, it became basically like, television deals, cable deals, pay-per-views. It became a form of business. Those fans of the 80s got sick and tired of that stuff. That's why the kids of the 90s always talk about the Attitude Era. And that's why people were like, from 1995 to around 2004, people loved that wrestling. They were able to stretch certain things. Vince McMahon got away with a lot of, crap that cannot be done today. Then he changed it. Those fans got sick and tired of what happened. The Rock left, Brock Lesnar quit. They had to bring back, HBK, Triple H. Those guys, they were getting older. They were not, what they were, and they didn't have the talent that they were able to do like they have now. So that's why wrestling went on a decline. That's why it really dropped. So then, they made it for families and kids. Basically, they made it entertainment. And then they're like, oh, we don't want this. So basically, the wrestling business, like, they get new fans every decade, and it changes. What's going to happen after, the next decade? We don't know.
It's probably going to die. You'll probably see it as a YouTube exclusive.
So
YouTube bread.
So I won't be surprised if like some future Jake Paul, who's like growing on social media right now, decides, hey, I'm going to be Vince McMahon. Let's get the YouTubers. And then it'll become a digital platform for people like Instagram and all the social media, platforms. So
I just feel like the contents of like professional wrestling in general is dying. Like it's not newsworthy anymore. Whenever a wrestler comes over, like because there's not that many big television programs to air wrestling, whenever you see a guy, you barely even notice him. And even when the wrestling companies try to build from within, from a local area to publicly like to try to publicize their own show, they're doing the same stuff from any other fed. So there's nothing to really break them apart because they don't want to get out of their comfort zone. And they just want to just grab a booker instead of taking it like a different form of entertainment. They're taking it just like another regular parlor show. Even though originally professional wrestling was a carny. It's a carny. It's a source of circus show with freaks, but we do it in fighting. No, John Jay, you gotta understand it's true. Like
no, that's why it's funny. That's why when I was in Valid Extreme, the reason why I laugh when someone says something facts, because it's true, so it's very hilarious. Like you're stating the obvious. That's why a lot of people were like, dude, why are you laughing? Dude, like a joke that's really funny has a lot of truth to it. That's why people love Dave Chappelle, because he's not afraid to tackle stuff that's very but he's telling the truth. You look at some comments today, all they want to do is make you laugh with like dumb jokes like, oh yeah, like I fell down the stairs. That's not funny. That's just dumb.
Honestly. And I'm just trying to like understand the notion, like, where did the real wrestling go? No, the wrestling just sucks.
Yep.
Sure, nostalgia clouds our judgment, but people got to go to themselves and feel like 5 years down the road, am I really going to watch what happened back on Monday Night Raw from 2022? Am I really going to do that? Am I going to do that? And they take it like there can't be personalities, there can't be like action, there can't be drama, just wrestling. And you know what you get? A boring fake sport with a lack of personality. Or WNBA. Do you want Monday Night Raw to be like WNBA? Like literally, we had the freak shows, we had the strong men, we had the technical marvels, people that can do stuff out of this world. And honestly, people just want to be the same thing. Now you're seeing guys with like, if you can tell me what a wrestler looks like from like John Jay when the time you were watching, I'm about to say absolutely not. Like, do you have guys that look like a guy from a library? You got twinks. You got guys that wear. No, seriously, I can name you the modern wrestler right now. They're wearing kick pads, regular or Jordans. They have no muscle tone. They probably have a fade and a beard and a mustache, and they probably have a sexual harassment charge.
Wow.
They should bring back the Ruthless Aggression. I do want the Ruthless Aggression stage back.
Wow. Well, like I remember when, like in the 80s, like, everyone knew that they were all juicing, and that's why wrestling, cannot
I don't think that matters.
Well, wrestling cannot be called a sport, because if you call it a sport, then
that's why the term entertainment came in around that time as well.
So the point that I'm making, I remember when Vince McMahon, went to federal court, and he's like, we're not sports, we're entertainment. And he had to go in front of a grand jury, in front of a judge, and tell people on live television in a courtroom,
it's fake.
We write, or now, like you have writers, like, who they paid, that's why the stories are crap. But back then, a promoter would say, all right, this guy and this guy, write a storyline, make 3 matches, and create a story why you guys hate each other. That's how it was. So the Andre the Giant documentary, which I don't know, I think everyone's seen it already, when he and Andre the Giant was playing cards with Hulk Hogan and some wrestling promoters and some people in Andre the Giant circle. And wrestlers knew that back then, there were no locker rooms. They basically like sealed up the area with like these weird like sheets and whatever, and that was their little area, for the like the top guys. And Macho Man walked in there and he says, "So what are you going to do for 10 minutes when you're kicking my butt?" And Andre the Giant said to him, "No baby oil, get out." The point was that when Andre the Giant fought Macho Man, he would put baby oil. So the punches and the kicks would not hurt. But he could not grab him because if you know what baby oil, it's an oil that makes everything slippery. So they had to make sure that they were wearing the right gear, the right stuff, so they didn't get hurt. That's how they did it. Now today you have all these writers, but back then that's how it was. Also, another story which is very interesting. I think I told it like a million times. I'm gonna say it one more time. So The Rock's father and someone called Iron Sheik, who I think was Middle East descent. There was a guy from the South who was associated with a group that is not good, but they're like, "Dude, you hate me because I'm black. You hate him because you think he's Mexican. But because the fans want us to fight for 10 minutes, you're going to put your prejudice aside." And the guy was like, "Deal. When I'm in the ring, I like you. When I'm out the ring, I'm going to call you that word and I'm going to call you that word."
Redacted.
So the point is that there were questionable characters that they were also fighting because there were wrestling promotions also in the South and there were questionable people. So it really shows you that the wrestling business, like, you have to be someone to love it, to watch it. And if you don't love it, then many people are like, that's why a lot of people like, "Oh, you watch wrestling? Are you like not normal?"
I just like that for the entertainment, and of course, if anybody ever heard of Trish Stratus,
so
I don't care. I never went to church. It's fine.
I went to church and I was still not a good kid. Oh man,
it's just for the factor of like any personality in the world, because literally you get like Soviet Union members, rich guys that grew up in the hood, like southern dudes that just don't care about their boss. You get like people that are either out of this world or relatable. You get personalities, and now you don't even get that. Like, who knows what Seth Rollins is, except possibly a cat funeral, designer or something. I don't know. Seth Rollins wearing these weird pride parade suits, trying to look like he has a personality, prancing into the ring. He's gonna make somebody's father become a bit more homophobic the way he always looks. And of course, the women are trying to look more like men and headline more like men, but they're not like men because they don't draw. And of course, there's just a lack of entertainment in all of this because all of them are formatted the same. When's the last time it was like there was a certain activity on Raw that felt like maybe I should pick up and watch it? Like, what story's going on Raw? What's the major reason everybody's watching? You don't see that. You just see it's Monday Night Raw. That's it. Roman Reigns is still world champion. They're going to get another guy to headline the shows that is probably pushing their 50s. And they're going to have women that you're not even going to remember a sentence that they said, but they main evented the show. But they seem nice.
Bad. Like I said, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, like, like, you got to love, certain things. Like, last week, my power went out and I had to go to my community college, my alma mater, and I bumped into somebody and then they called a bunch of people. So I got to hang out with my friends. But while I was there, I went to this thing called the Student Union, where basically there are, different, people you can go there, to find, groups, find activities, get to meet, people that you like. And they're still doing it. They're still doing that video game club. And I went in there and I see kids who are like 17, 18, 19, and I'm the old fart. I go in there and my friend, who he's this Japanese dude, he works at a Trader Joe's out here inside the city. He lives in the avenues out near the water. And he said, "Oh, yo, John, how you doing?" I said, "Dude, I said, dude, you're still doing this?" Yeah, like basically like I get the 3 credits, even though I'm done with school, so I can operate this. So basically what he does is that he gets like a free period, like not important class that he enrolls all the time to continue to operate this. And then all the young guys and the young girls. And one thing that I noticed is that there are more girls playing video games. So I walked in there and everyone's all looking at me and they say, "Hey, who's this old dude?" I say, "Hey, when I was your age, when I was your age, I can tell you right now." And one thing that is,
I was a killer in Pong. Yeah.
And here's something true. These girls are more vocal and ruthless than the guys who are playing video games. The guys are still quiet. They haven't changed. They're playing their favorite stuff, but the girls are like talkative. They're running the thing. And then there's like this alpha girl. She's like almost 20. She comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, who's this guy who looks like my dad?" I said, "Wonderful. Oh, wow. You're so sarcastic. I think I like you a lot." And she was just like chewing my ears up. And I was like, keep going, keep going. And she's like, "He's not old. He's young at heart." And then, so I can relate to them. But I go to the guys, they're still their same. I'm very solitary. I don't want to be bothered, yada, yada. And then I'm like, "Dude, man." And he's like, "Yeah, like the women, they're talkative. The guys are still." And I said, "Dude, when you and I ran this, together, remember? The guys ran this place. There was like barely like 4 girls out of 50 guys. Now there's like 30 women and like 15 guys. So it's really changed. It's really changed since I was at school. So that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very different. Like I'm starting to sound like, like my uncle, man. I feel like that old fart because I remember when I was 30, I was drinking, I wasn't married to your aunt yet, but now he's changed. Now he doesn't drink no more. And he has like 3 daughters. Okay, I can't believe I was a bad dude. Now my girls are not going to be dating these bad boys. They're going to be dating these loser dudes because I know that they don't know how to function. If you get the joke.
Hey, yo. Well, John Jay, I really want to get some sleep. Okay. But this has been very entertaining. No problem at all.
I've been hearing you guys, but I'm on my computer's about to die anyway. So nice hearing you guys talk right now.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks you for the chat as well. And it was fuck the Knicks.
Yeah, I'll see you guys around.
He said, "Fuck the Knicks."
You guys need to pick it up.
Yeah, YTC out.
Shout out to YTC and shout out to John Jay and of course Michael that also does Chicago Bears content. And I want to thank everybody that spent their time here. We're gonna do playoff predictions later this week. I don't know when. I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching the DST show live and have a great night.